We should get this thing on. Oh, Discord doing the thing again. Try the flip now. Probably because I don't have it on the starting screen. Now Discord? There we go. I don't understand why I have to do the Discord. Like, I have to reset it every single time. It's a bit of a pain. But yeah, you had it right. Exclamation point flip will do it. I think I may just not have a coin set up on, like, the very beginning screen. But like I said, if you're presently the only participant, 11170, yeah, don't worry about the flip then. I'll pick the outcome to heads, get you your points back at least. Unless you're just curious and want to flip the coin anyway, see what you'd have gotten. I'll give you your points back on that. Yeah, it is the only downside of it being claimed too early. Is it's a redeem that works much better a little bit later in, just because if there's more people to throw into the pot, a wager to be done. Oh, it did work? Oh, that's strange. I wonder how come I didn't hear it then. Just a second, let me see something. Strange. Okay. Hey, Jim. How's it going? Hope your afternoon is going well. Almost afternoon. Almost afternoon. Time zones. I know you're about the 6-ish, 7-ish bit beforehand. Crafty time. Yes. I have an Eiffel Tower going. And I actually thought yesterday, you want to see the thing light up? Want to see the thingy light up? Where's my plug-in spot? Where is my plug-in spot? Because it's funny, I was like, I haven't actually tested the lights yet. So, hopefully, I think this is plugged into something. It's all USB-C. I think it's plugged into something. What better craft from Paris than a guillotine? Look, it light. It's got a few modes to it as well, I think. Yeah. Because actually, it will, it mimics the tower a little bit in that it be sparkly. Is it 3 modes? 2 modes? Do you have, like, super... Oh, it has a fade. The, I don't know who's actually seen the Eiffel Tower proper, but it sparkles and glitters at, like, 10 o'clock every night or something like that. A mini guillotine? Okay, maybe not with the blade, because I feel like I'd probably hurt myself or something. I do think it'd be a little bit fun to make one, though. Oh, wait, I don't need the instructions. I know what I'm cutting out. I'm cutting out more letters. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Mini guillotine. Fish. I don't have room to fit a full guillotine. Go full scale? And put it where? The backyard that I don't have? And put it in it's right off the balcony. Oh, but how's everybody been? It's like strangely muggy here. I don't know what the deal is. I thought maybe I was like I thought maybe like I hadn't gotten enough sleep or something, which I also probably didn't get enough sleep. It's like I felt kind of weird all day, but it's also I think part of it's just because it muggy. You died. Please no. I guess maybe guillotine wouldn't be the worst way in the world to go out. Should be quick, right? In theory. But I'll pass. Thanks. In full scale in the living room. How tall were those things? I don't actually know if, for instance, if the living room, because what the average house ceiling is like 9 feet tall, where guillotine's like real tall. I don't actually know if a 9-foot ceiling in the living room would work. Okay, like, what's the highest ceiling I have in the house? Maybe like in the landing between the first floor and the second floor. It'd be a very tight spot, though. Very tight spot. Just build an extension. I kind of wonder if I should get the X-Acto knife's not thin enough to get into these. Build an extension. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just don't tell my strata. They'll be like, the hell are you doing? None of your business or you'll find out. There we go. Hey. Ah. Oh, I hope everyone had a good rest of the weekend, though, since I last saw people on Saturday. I put a tiny sneak peek of it on Twitter. I have something in the works, particularly for Cult of the Lamb. Also, again, apologies. I'm still not quite over my cold. Still got a little bit of a cough. Guillotines are 8 to 10 feet tall. Don't ask how I know. Time traveler? Woodchucks? Time traveler? I guess that means I could fit one then, potentially. One on the smaller side. Just a wee guillotine. Guillotine. Come on, thing. Yours is 10 feet. Oh my gosh, do you have one? Why do you have one? French Revolution reenactments? Museum curator? Animal stuff? I don't know. Paris. Okay. Dun dun dun. Exacto knife kind of looks like a guillotine blade. And to make it more West French, you could shape the blade like a maple leaf. I don't know if that would be terribly... Well, the pointy bit... I don't know if a maple leaf would actually cut very nicely. Because the shape of the guillotine blade is partially for efficient... Like, the guy who made it shaped the blade and stuff the way he did for humane reasons, right? It's just... wasn't he also a little bit disappointed in himself? Because, like, he made it to be a humane death, but then people are like, oh, this is very fast. And he's like, that's it. That's not why I did that, guys. I don't actually know if the maple leaf would be a terribly humane or efficient method. You're West French, y'all are known to be humane. Guillotine multiplayer update. Wait, oh no. All together now. Shing, shing, shing. Oh gosh. I'm a little surprised. I didn't just have, like... Actually, who knows? Maybe back in the day it was just too hard to get the metal, like that big a sheet of metal or something like that. And they're like, no, this is good enough size. We'll do one at a time. We'll draw the spectacle out longer. We're kind of humane here sometimes. We catch and release fish. No, I couldn't trust to have a guillotine in the house. I have cats. Cats get into everything. Last thing I need to find out is, like, one of my cats has done something stupid to his brother. And I'll be like, oh god. Something stupid? Something conniving? I wouldn't necessarily say it was stupid. My gray cat is sometimes a little bit too smart for his own good. He could just really want his double helping of dinner. The cats would push intruders into the guillotine. The cat would threaten me. You feed me now, you're next. Oh gosh, one of my cats, so I think I've told it before, he tries to get attention for food by just rattling at the loudest thing he can find and progressively getting louder if you don't pay enough attention to him. Funnily enough, if he's thirsty because his water bowl is dry, he goes into my housemate's bathroom, specifically the bathroom, and raises a ruckus. And now he started raising a ruckus in the bathroom, but like by pawing at like the tub wall, or like the shower surround wall, which makes more noise. And I'm like, oh my god, buddy, do you have to? Can't you just meow at the sink like a normal cat? cat. Yeah, you die. The cat would be food under threat of guillotine. That'd be him, all right. Bum, 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 do I really need to do all the lettering? Ah, it doesn't hurt. I've already started. I might as well finish all the edges on them. You don't get up to anything new over the weekend? I, like, have slightly, ever so slightly dipped my toe into Warhammer 40k. By means of one old video game and an omnibus. I haven't, and a particular space pirate bunny who chatters my ear off about it. You wander very far. Yeah, I picked up Dawn of, well, no, he bought me Dawn of War 2 that we're supposed to work through together. And I was recommended and picked up the Eisenhorn Omnibus, which is like, oh, it's a lot of pages. Join the right faction? I think I took for Dawn of War, they're not an option. I was in a toss-up between the Eldar and the Imperial Guard, and I went the Imperial Guard for Dawn of War. Tyranids probably would have been a close third. Though I have learned a little bit more about the Tau. They're the ones that kind of look like Gundams, right? They're robotic. Well, they're biological inside, but they're kind of got robotic setups, and they're like all ranged. Those guys? You can see if my memory recall is any good. Because there's so much info. Yeah, I took for the video game, there was, what was there? There's I think the Chaos Marines, the regular Space Marines, the Tyranids, the Orcs, the Eldar, and the Imperial Guard. And yeah, I decided to take the Imperial Guard story for this one. Although from what I've been told is that like the campaign missions are all exactly the same regardless of who you pick, and the story doesn't, like, you get some story beats that differ a little bit because of the faction, but you kind of follow the same storyline. Different people might die. Something like that. But yeah, I guess there was a few others that were kind of not like money betting, but betting on what I was going to take. A few people thought I was going to take, or a couple of people thought I was going to take Orcs. V hit the nail right on the head. His toss-up was apparently between the Eldar and the Imperial Guard. So when I told him what I was considering, because he was saying he had a little bit of a shit-eating grin on his face, because he's like, yes, I'm right either way. And then, yeah, I can spell, right? And then, yeah, I grabbed a Kindle version of the Eisenhorn. Oh, come on, you. Grabbed a Kindle version of the Eisenhorn Omnibus, which is like 776 pages regularly. I've never actually read anything on a Kindle before. It's a little strange. I definitely kind of miss the feeling of holding a book in my hand and turning, and like the smell of the pages and stuff. What a song. Oh, I do really love this song. Declawing cats is like removing your finger bones. Oh, I know. My cats are still clawed. They've got other pieces on them. They're good cats. They let me clip their nails, so I can't complain. There's some people who don't understand that, though, that it is like removing the first digit of one's fingy. Someday, love. I got used to reading on Kindle. There's certainly pros and cons. One of the biggest pros is the weight, not risking damage to the book. Oh, that I have to admit, I do like. Because, like, yeah, this... Oh, I did not sand that down enough. Come back. The omnibus would otherwise be, like, yeah, almost 800 pages. So, to not have to... Like, I remember as a kid lugging around a Lord of the Rings book, like a Lord of the Rings omnibus. I'm late, I'm sorry. Xana, how could you? You missed the sparkle. I'm kidding, it's okay. You're cool, you're fine. I blame Minecraft. Highlight. That's Princeps. But yeah, the thing I'm finding that I kind of miss is I miss not having like a visual indicator of my progress through the book, because you know you'd flip the pages and your book would get thinner on one side, and the Kindle does show like approximately how many minutes until the chapter is done, and like what percentage of the way I am through the book. Not quite the same though. But here's Anna. Oh, yeah, here, let me put the Paris in, and I can show you the sparkle if you really want. You blame Minecraft? Oh yeah, how's that going? Did anybody come cannibalize your house for grass? Leaves? Whatever it is? Who else likes to spend $270 on 2 games and 4 DLCs? Which game? I feel like there's several games you could be talking about. Yeah, I really like having the total percentage along with the chapter time. I have to get used to the fact that, for at least I have an older Kindle. Well, it's kind of funny. It's not well, it's my Kindle now. It kind of just sat at work for a really, really long time, totally unclaimed by anybody. So eventually I was like, well, I guess if no one else is going to take it, I suppose I'll take it. So I have no idea how old it is. If anybody can like identify it by a look. Where is it? It's this one. Doesn't do color. It doesn't have a backlight. And its model number is DO1200. But yeah, I don't know what year it's from, but it works. It do what it need to do. I will fight them off. Xana just lays a whole bunch of traps around their house. Black Ops 2 and 3. Oh, I see. Well, mind you, Woodchucks, I haven't been lately, but I play Destiny too. Tell me about the price of DLCs and expansions and stupidity. Hey, Spicy, how's it going? It's good to see you, man. Did I spell that right? Oh yeah, I spelled that right. I didn't put an E in there. I know how to spell. How's it going, Spicy? Hope you've had a good week so far. You got your 3rd cup of coffee, you're vibing. Unlike me. I try to give him benefit of the doubt. The dyslexia sometimes hits real hard for that guy. Mind you, but yeah, I suppose it does matter when you're trying to do shoutouts on a person's name. True, love that bond? Yeah. Like, I'm a Paradox Games player? Oh no. The suffering. The suffering. Vibing as in shaking, I assume. About to vibrate. Right out of that chair. Your mom loves D2? Oh, really? That's fun. Yeah, I only started a couple years ago, but most of the people that I usually play with are on a little bit of a hiatus right now because Bungie doing weird things. Although I may try to I might try to assemble a small team together to do the is there technically a difference? I don't know. I might try to assemble a small fire team of 3 together to do they're doing a contest mode dungeon for the first time ever. I don't know why suddenly. Contest mode being like that thing I was practicing some months ago about like the raiding on day 1, but instead of being a 6-person thing, it's just going to be the 3-person dungeon instead of a 6-person raid. So yeah, they decided to run a day 1 challenge for that for whatever reason. So yeah, I might grab some people. It'll be interesting. You want to talk DLC? May I present The Sims 4? Oh no. See, it's funny. I've never been a Sims player. Oh, Woodchucks, you beat The Witness, eh? Good on you. I know Xana was working on that one for a little bit. Kind of on and off, but Spice. No. Yeah, this is the lighting at least working, thankfully. It's got a couple modes to it. I don't know what determines if it turns off versus if it changes mode. So it like do that. It have breathing mode. it have slightly more sporadic sparkle. It just doesn't quite have I jokingly sometimes refer to the Eiffel Tower, like the actual Eiffel Tower sparkle, as like epileptic sparkling because it just goes mad with like the blinking. Not gonna lie, you missed D2, but the questionable choices Bungie has made is you concerned. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, the witness from D2. I thought it was like a total non sequitur. Yeah, Spicy, I'm kind of in the same boat, as are many of the others that I've been playing with. We're all like, we're all kind of not sure if we want to devote that much more time. I do need to finish, like, I bought the Final Shape. I bought its season pass. I do plan, and I should because I'm still weeks behind. I plan to do the story stuff, but at the same time, I keep hearing it's like, yeah, they're going to make you do the exotic mission 4 times. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, really? You haven't played any of the other episodes, unfortunately. Yeah, I haven't finished the first episode. Like, V and I were running through it together, and he's so kind of disenfranchised that he's just like, he's uninstalled the game straight up. I told myself I'd wait until all the pieces were out for the episode before I go finish it up. And they're out now, so I should just go do it. The game's never been quite as fun by myself, though. And even Salvation's Edge, that raid, I only like, for all of these other raids that have come out, and usually like we'd get the team together and we'd do the raid multiple times. Like Salvation's Edge has come out, I've beat it twice with 2 different groups, like helping 2 different groups, and that's it. I haven't done it again since. It's kind of weird. I thought you were making a QT. Wait, actually? No. I'm making... We're joking about guillotines because I'm making this. If I had a laser cutter, it'd be kind of funny just the Paris and a guillotine. But no, I'm making an Eiffel Tower. I'm not making a sparkly guillotine. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, what do I need? Piece B6 and B7. Meanwhile, I'm experiencing an influx of Destiny refugees. Oh yeah, because you're a Warframe player. Yeah. I don't know. I admittedly, I'm probably not quite as let down as the others are because I don't have the amount of history that they all did with Destiny because I've only been at it for about 2 years. The Duck Song. Let me see. Is it literally just called The Duck Song? It is literally just called The Duck Song, isn't it? By the duck. Okay, this one's about to end in like a little under 30 seconds. I have The Duck Song pulled up on Spotify. I have no idea what it is. Is this going to turn into an earworm? The name of the song makes it sound like it's going to turn into an earworm. Lemonade stand? Grapes? Got any grapes? Okay, Duck Song. Nope, that's the artwork. Duck Song. Oh, it is the lemonade stand. I didn't know they made this into a song. What is the year for this? 2020. Everyone together now. Got any grapes? Ironically, I do have grapes downstairs. Oh, this is silly. Mm-hmm. Waddle. This is way older than 2020. This is a cover. Oh! Dum dum da da dum. This is from Weeble's Age of Internet. I've heard the joke before. I've never heard it in a song format, though. It's 3 minutes. Did you say glue? Yes, he did. It's still the age of Weeble. Few of us in denial here. That duck is gonna get turned into Peking duck at this rate. Okay, that was cute. I have grapes downstairs. I almost took grapes as my snack food, but I opted for the chocolate covered pretzels. Because I decided to not be healthy. It was cute. Look, it wasn't a new magical trigger. I don't want it. What were we talking about before? Destiny? Yeah, Destiny. Anyway, yeah, I'm not up to date. I still gotta do my weekly story stuff. We might do the dungeon. We'll see how Bungie handles things. I don't know. That mobile game is coming out. Sony, was it Sony today had their state of play? I saw a bunch of like, I didn't watch it proper because I was at work, but like I saw there's some stuff like Astrobot has like some update stuff. Ghost of Tsushima is getting a sequel, or at least a second. There's another game coming out involving it. Ghost of what's it? Not Yokai, Yotoi, something like that. I don't know. I saw Monster Hunter Wilds has got a release date of like February 28th, 2025. I don't know why. I thought the release date for that was going to be way further out. Like, I thought it was going to be like a summer or winter game. Well, I guess February is winter. I thought it was going to be a summer or a Christmas game for 2025. I didn't think it was going to be like February. Although, if I get that, mind you, I've still not beaten Worlds yet. But if I get Wilds, it will actually force me to, it's actually going to force me to upgrade some hardware. Its minimum spec requirement, I think, is like a 1670 or something like that. And its recommended, I think, is a 2070, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, I'm still running on a trusty, it served me very well, but I'm still running on a 1070 from, like, almost a decade ago. It served me well. I should probably retire it. Don't Stinny. I enjoyed my time with the game. They're making weird choices. Weird choices. And then it's just been like one piece of bad news after the other. Here comes the part. Oh, that you only meant well. I unironically like this song. It's all for the best, because it is. Yeah, what else was there that was announced today? I've kind of just been hearing the news secondhand from other people. This is in your chillax playlist. It's a good song. I have to admit, I can't quite call this like my chill playlist because I definitely have some higher energy music in here. You associate it with the SNL skit? Oh, I know. I knew the song beforehand. I always kind of liked it beforehand, but most definitely now. Actually, no. The two things I think of when I hear this song. One, the SNL skit, most definitely. The Dear Sister SNL skit. The other thing is, there was like, someone else had edited the Hunger Games, that every time someone died in the Hunger Games, they kind of had like I've not actually watched the movies, but I guess there was a section where I guess at the beginning a lot of people just die like right off the bat. And they put this song in every single time somebody bit it. Oh, but no, the Dear Sister skit is very good. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest people look it up. Or I'll try to remember to link it later. It's a very fun skit. That's good, that's good. Did I miss any? Oh, you two. Why are there two? But his band is really good? Oh, the Weeble? Still talking about Weeble? You know one other person who's just, I swear got his fingers in like every part of the internet like meme pie? And I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Neil Ciceraga? Neil C. I swear to God, that man has his fingers in a little bit of everything. Cause like, Potter Puppet Pals was like one of his thingies. I think he worked on like Ultimate Showdown. The like Ghostbusters remix that's just bustin' is his too. Every time I find out he's attached to another thing, and I'm like, dude, how? Oh, he's got a legit. Oh, he's got an electropop band. Oh, neat. Savlonic. Did you? I feel like did you link one of their songs recently within the Discord on like in the listening channel? I feel like that name, surprisingly enough, does not strike me as a new name. Probably. Say unto me. This is gonna be interesting because I'm gonna hit a point where I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep this thing upright with the camera. You go in here. Insert, push towards the arrow direction. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, you go in there. That's it? It's not very far in. Is that, yeah? That's it? Move these to center. That's a little questionable, but I guess when I have the other pieces in, it will make more sense. This is so kind of just loosely sat in there. I almost don't even know if I should keep them in there right now. C3, C8. Things that you say. What is it doing with the lights? Is it doing with the lights? It kind of shows. Okay, it just kind of shows the lights running up it, but not like. It's not going through a channel or anything. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I guess sit here for now. What do I need? C3 and 8. Me on. Shuffle. Not a day or two. No, I think my playlist here doesn't have a ton of modern music in it. I guess if I started listening to the radio again. Like I have some stuff that I think would still be considered contemporary, but it's probably still from like 10-ish years ago, thereabouts. Nah, I guess Senorita's a little bit newer, but even that's still like probably 5 years old at this point. You. Please tell me you have a difference, or do I have to Do you have a difference? Not really. Are you exactly identical that it doesn't matter if I don't keep track of which is which? Maybe. Maybe? I might get lucky. They look identical. Their cuts line up. This is C3. The top one is C3. Hey Danny, how's it going? It's good to see you. How's oh Danny, it's quite late for you. How's getting your sleep schedule back on? Well, I guess it's not stupidly late for you, but how's getting your sleep schedule back on track? But welcome in. I hope you had a good weekend. And a good week thus far. Na, 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 na. Little stiff. It's 3:45 a.m. so yeah, working on it. Working on it. Not the best. Well, if you don't have any 3 o'clock in the morning is not too bad if you've got nothing else going on yet. Because you said it's not for like another week or so that your classes start up? I think? I feel like the last time you told me it was about 2 weeks, so I'm guessing about a week now. It's a work in progress. Yeah. Well, like I said, well, not, I won't say that it's the most recommended way, but if I throw my sleep schedule off real bad, I know like the day before I need it to be back in a normal spot, I just stay up for way too late and crash the next night. It's probably not super healthy. I try not to do it too often. Unless it's like con crunch time. If I have cosplay that needs to be finished on a deadline, I'm probably doing that. That's when my sleep is the worst. You're going back to dorms this weekend? Oh, okay. Sleep is for the weak. Princeps, sleep is for the humans. And sleep mode. Sleep just nice. If computers didn't need sleep, why have a sleep mode? Actually, that being said, I'm curious. How many of you... Yes, the humans, the weak. How many of you don't shut down your computer? Do any of you just perpetually leave your computer in sleep mode, like forever, basically? I'm one of those types that, like, I shut the computer down every night. Huh? No. That's bad. I know, but, like, I know of some people. I've talked to some people, and they never really actually shut down their computer. They just put it in sleep mode. And then they wake it up the next day. And I'm like, I don't think that's good for the computer. You gotta let it... Yeah, you gotta let it have a hard shut off. So yeah, I'll put it in sleep mode through the day. But like when I'm ready for bed, that thing goes to shut down. Are you people? No, I'm not people. I do know people. I am not people. Partially because actually it's not been so bad since I upgraded to Windows 11. But there's something about like Windows 10. I swear, my computer would never actually go into sleep mode. It'd go into sleep mode for a little bit, and then suddenly it'd be awake again. And I'd be like, I just put you in sleep mode. Why are you awake? My like is bunny, we not people. Your dad used to disable auto sleep and just turn off his monitors. Oh no! And hey B, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Like admittedly, my work laptop, usually because I don't want to lose track of whatever the hell I have to do through the week, my work laptop I usually put into sleep mode throughout the whole week. But then come the weekend, I shut that thing down. In dorms, your laptop is constantly on for 3 days. Your roommate is on for 2 days because laptop hotspot is the only way to have Wi-Fi. Oh, really? I'm surprised the dorms don't. Is it just because like the Wi-Fi is not very strong? What Gundam is that? The Tour Gundam. No, the Eiffel Gundam. I'm making an Eiffel Tower. It lights up. I have a base over here. It's going. It's going slowly. Yeah, my brother gifted this one to me. I don't actually know how tall it's going to be, I feel like at a point I'm gonna have to either adjust the camera or I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the camera to come in from like a different angle, because at the rate this is shaping up, I feel like it's gonna be like 1.5 feet tall, thereabouts. I don't actually know if it tells me on here how tall it is. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. The dorms only provide you 2 Ethernet cable ports, and for whatever reason you can't bring your routers into the Oh. Weird. That's so weird. Would people check, though? Like, they say you're not allowed, but, like, I guess they'd see a Wi-Fi network and they'd know somebody has a router in their dorm. That is weird. I guess just to, I don't know, maybe the university doesn't want to pay for any more bandwidth than it needs to. It's not like you aren't charging these students an arm and a leg for actually no, European tuition. I guess you're covered in Europe, aren't you? This puzzle's bigger than I thought. If I nickel for every time I'd like to say that. Oh, the blue one, I kind of, like, I knew going into the blue one that the blue one was going to be 2 feet by 2 feet. I think it was just the sheer seeing it in person and putting that thing together is what was like, oh god, this is bigger. Like, I know what 2 feet is, but I think, yeah, having it all together was like, oh my gosh, this is a big puzzle. Who's going to stop you? That's kind of what I wonder. Who's going to stop you until they realize that somebody's got a Wi-Fi? Like someone decides to check and realizes there's a Wi-Fi connection, but then they got to figure out whose dorm room it's coming from. Be the savior to all your fellow dorm members, Danny. Bring a router. You can charge for it. You can have a subscription model. Just make a little extra money on the side. It's not the uni. The dorms are separate for us. At least there are also inspections every 2 to 6 weeks. It's kind of random. Oh, I see. Never mind. Hide the router. You just throw a lot of dirty, like really dirty clothes over it so nobody wants to pick at that pile. That's the strategy. Just gross a person out so badly that they don't want to look. Laptop hotspots work just fine. I suppose that's good. I can't remember, like, is it, sorry, did you say that you have to supply your own laptop too, or does the school supply the laptop? Yeah, I know a few of my coworkers, for instance, they're just not quite as good with tech. They're not even that old, but they're not quite as good with tech. I know some of my coworkers definitely just put their computer in sleep mode all the time. And I remember asking somebody before, I'm like, when's the last time you shut this thing down? And they're like, I don't know, like 6 months ago? I'm like, you haven't had any updates in 6 months and stuff. No wonder none of your shit is working anymore. Your own? Oh, okay. I'm like, you've not been getting any of these updates. You've not been getting this. Your other thing is outdated. I'm like, shut your bloody computer down. When you go home tonight, shut your damn computer down. You don't need it in sleep mode anyway. You don't have anything else open. But yeah, it's kind of the problem of being... I got that problem of being one of the younger ones of my colleagues. So anytime there's a computer issue, they're like, call that one. She'll fix it. I'm like, guys, you're just trying to put a file in OneDrive. You're trying to retrieve a file from OneDrive. I'm like, okay, come here. Let's just do this. Isn't really an option because if our room is not up to standard, you get a warning. 3 warnings, you're thrown out of the dorms, and it's recess every year. Okay, I'm just kidding though. Don't go out of your way to try to have a black market Wi-Fi scheme running out of your room. I'm just being silly. And yeah, don't get yourself kicked out. That would suck. I imagine you have to pay for that. And if you do, would they even refund you? Probably not. Or maybe, I don't know. Okay. You know, this is moving much faster with these bigger pieces. You have distressing news. Distressing news? What happened, Xander? Also, how's it going, Xander? You ready for Monster Hunter Wilds? February. What is your news, Xander? And how's it going? C3, C8. I immediately forgotten which one was which. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. You bought the $100 edition of Wilds. Please pray for your bank. Is it? I didn't. Wait, it's available for purchase? I didn't even know it was available for purchase. Okay, I was saying earlier, I haven't actually watched the like state of play thing. I've just seen like secondhand, or was that even in the state of play? I don't know. I've just seen secondhand news because I've been at work and stuff like that, so I haven't seen everything that's going on. What's in the $100 version? The pre-order for all. Oh, okay. What is all in the $100 version? Like, is it... Oh god, do they have season passes? Please don't tell me there's season passes. Do I actually really want to put this in while it's sitting here? Because, like, this isn't going to slide into anything. I should just pull the whole bloody thing out. I should pull the whole bloody thing out. It's going to be fun. I'll probably just do your sleep schedule hard reset, which is stay up for 2 to 3 days sleep. 2 to 3 days straight. Then pass out for 14 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's about how I do it, too. 3 cosmetic DLC packs, premium cosmetics, pre-order bonuses, the 2025 version of Proof of a Hero to play in-game. You're assuming in the hub. Wait, so there's specific music locked behind the $100 edition? Oh, come on, you. Please, please go. Please go. There we go. Is this right? Is this right? Does it turn out you guys have different... Okay, maybe it turns out you have different heights or something. Come on, wiggle free for me. Nope, you're still a little short on that side too. Maybe it's fine then. I don't know. Could also be a digital download of the song, you're not exactly sure. Oh, okay. Xander, do you think you'll stream it? You think you'll stream it, or is Monster Hunter just a game that you want to, like, enjoy on your own time? I still have to finish World! I'm still so very not far into World. As much as I've enjoyed what I've played of it, I'm still so very not far into World. Oh, there we go. Did you manage to check out the 2 vids about the festival we talked about last time? Yeah, sorry, I don't think I commented on it, but I did watch it over dinner time. Took a peek at it. It was cool. I do love the fact that I still love the fact that you two go there every year as like an anniversary thing. There we go. Both we can play. Yeah, I think I've seen you stream some of World before. I've just been like, I was playing it a fair bit originally. I say a fair bit. I did not get very far. I was playing it more regularly originally, and then I don't remember what distracted me. Something distracted me, and I've just not gone back. Oh my gosh, please, please. I've just not got back yet. I kind of went back, and I was like, where am I? I'm like, oh, the first Wyvinians, or however that's pronounced. I'm like, okay, cool. And I found a guy, and they're like, yeah, we need you to go kill a thing. And I'm like, okay, how are it gonna be? It's like, here's a Rathian and a Diablos. And I'm like, okay. After having not played for months, and I went to fight them, and I'm like, ouch, ouch, ouch. Got my butt super kicked by both. Come on, joint. Of course, it's so much fun each year. Also, like a nice fixed plan for your anniversary every year. I think it's super cute. It's super cute that you guys have that. Oh my god, this piece doesn't want to go in. Please, please. You just have like a little more gap to close. Is that good enough? That might be good enough. Those two are tough, but you're like, really? That's halfway through the base game? Oh, I still feel like I'm so beginner. And then there's like no, not Iceborne. Ice World? What do they call the ice something? I'm probably thinking of League of Legends when I say Iceborne, because Iceborne Gauntlet. Also, yes, Danny, Depeche Mode. Good group. You're right. Oh, it is Iceborne. Okay. I'm like, I'm just thinking of League. Flip is sanding. Oh my gosh. Are we good? Are we good? It's a base. Is Iceborne like basically its own whole game for size? I think I've heard it's a fairly sizable DLC, right? Or like someone's saying like, why didn't you just call it like World 2 or something like that? And they're like, Iceborne just sounded cooler. Pun not intended with the cooler bit. Okay, that's good. You can go in here. All of you now, inside the tower. You too, buddy. In the tower. I'm trying to remember if there's any other major kind of February release thingy. I don't know why. I have it in my head like there's something else I'm forgetting that's coming out in February. But like I really don't remember what it is if there is. Now come on, you. Oh. Okay, we're in, everybody's in. Everybody's in and the cables are here. That's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, that's good. It's a little smaller than the base game, strictly story content-wise. There's enough new monsters and endgame content that all makes up for it. Feels like a whole new game. Oh my gosh, so I've got almost 2 games to get through before February. Okay. Can you finish Monster Hunter as well? You don't really have anyone to play with since your friend who you're playing with got bored of it? Oh, it's a shame to hear. Yeah, I was playing with somebody else who had already kind of beat the game once before, so I think that was... more interesting stuff just came along, so we haven't really done much more together. Also, hey Mafia! How's it going? How goes your Dracula story? Okay. What's next? Those are in. Those are on E10. Ugh. Okay, E10. Not you. You love E10. It's been good. Good to hear. Hope you've had a good week so far. Fun fact. Yeah, I'm gonna have a cameo. I am not the hero. By any means. Just get to be the helpful for perhaps the wrong person robo sidekick. It'll be fun though. I did say E10, right? Yeah. This one? Yeah, this one. You can discuss your role, you don't mind. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, so, okay. Correct me if I get any of it wrong. You gave me kind of the note version of it. Is that, like, still a robot, meant to help, like, with the protection of... Is it humanity specifically? Meant to help with the protection of humanity, essentially, against the vampire force. But the programming has gotten corrupt. And now acts kind of like... What was it you said? I almost like source prey out or something like that? With the new programming? There we go. Something like that, right? Bum, 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 bum. You making a game? Fanfiction. Fanfiction with like accompanying art. Now some of it is some of the artwork is up in the creating channel in the Discord. Who knows, could turn into a game later. But yeah, I think Mafia was saying before it started as like a little bit of a one-shot story that's like fleshing out into a full story now. If I'm thinking of the correct one. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you. Do people bother to sharpen X-Acto knives? I can't remember. You just get fresh blades. I feel like people just get fresh blades. Okay. Oh, the ad break's gonna run in like 3 minutes. Which texture's the right side up? This one? This one, okay. There's a little bit of a difference. There's a little difference. Actually, it might be in good timing. I should go get myself like top up a cold glass of water, not just this room temperature one I have. Like I said, it's been strangely muggy today. It's like uncomfortable. Come on, just want the birds down. I was thinking earlier too, like if I should, because people have like sandpaper, like files, I think, instead of just like the paper. I was considering if I should try sticking this to like, well, some sort of stick, basically. Mafia, thank you for the resub. Welcome in on the 2 months. Much appreciated. What'd you pull up? Unicorn fish. Oh, those are funky. Oh yeah, there you go. The ads are gonna run pretty quick here. I think I'll put us to the little game screen again. I'll run Words with Friends this time. It's because I don't really have too bad of a time constraint, so we can run the little word game, and if it runs a little long, that's okay. For anyone who wants to play. Otherwise, you know, if other people want to get up, stretch, do their thing. I've still been experimenting back and forth on the whole how to deal with the Twitch ad situation. The gaming days, I usually don't put the scheduled ones on. I just take my chances on the pre-roll situation for, until, like, I feel like getting up to take a break. Chaos' character is built to protect humanity. Dracula defeated the heroes, took a stand against Dracula, and unfortunately lost. Ripped your arms and legs off. I wasn't told that part. I'm just a potato? Potato, potato, potato. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick, get some cold water, because squeezing those pieces in on the legs of the tower, Oh man, my hand's a little sweaty with my nerves. Okay, let me here. Oh, I refuse. Look at me. Such a good person I am sometimes. Okay. Little game thingy. Is this still muted? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let the ads run. Gonna go wash up a little bit. Grab some more water. Play a round or two of this. I'll be back in a bit. You ever feel like we're out of practice with this? I know this is a name, but no. Okay. Fourth. Oh, fourth and fourth. Good job, you two. That's weird. Didn't turf work the last time? Or were you still locked? Ah, Princeps, you're probably still locked. That's why. Xander, you are definitely still locked. Okay, try again now. tour. Hey, Matt. He has all the words. Uncover. Oh, jeez. I'm stealing the easy one. Ravenous? Too many letters. Too many letters. Venue. Oh, you can't use a letter twice unless it shows up 2 times on the top there. So while there's an E, unfortunately, there's not a second E to be able to do venue. Cove. That's good. That's good. Wait, I can't spell. Fine. Here. Curve. We've got cover already. The game said no to vor. Good try, good try. And over. Oh, there you go. Just enough for the next one. Wasn't sure whether to say vor. It's worth a shot. I've done it before. That was quick. Admittedly, okay, stream is on my side because of the timing, but I also coincidentally, that was also kind of weirdly fast for me. The letters just lined up just right that it seemed, that it clicked in my head. Oh, you've got oral already. Luna didn't count. That's a little bit surprising. Names probably don't count, do they? No, Joan won't work either. This is French, but sure does not work. I wasn't sure if like it was enough of a loan word from French for us to be able to count it. Roan's a word? I guess so. I don't know what it means, but roan, meaning denoting an animal, especially a horse or cow, having a coat of a main color thickly interspersed with hairs of another color, typically bay, chestnut, or black, mixed with white. So you'd have like a roan mare. Okay, it's a hair patterning in animals. Good work, everybody. Ooh. Why doesn't Luna work? I couldn't say. I guess because I don't know, is Luna considered... Like, I know it has basis in the moon, but... I guess because it's not technically English, it's Latin? Yeah, like names like Joan of Arc doesn't work. Trying to borrow a loanword like jour, like soup de jour, didn't work. I'm guessing Luna didn't work because it's technically Latin. And the game is supposed to be English. That's my best guess. Oh, this is a Scott Pilgrim version. I think I have Metric on the playlist twice. One is the Metric, or sorry, I have Black Sheep on the playlist twice. One is Metric's version, and one is Brie Larson's version from Scott Pilgrim. It's a good song. It's a good song. The world to end. Okay, hang on a second. That you can bend. Shape shift and change. Send you my love. Every time, everyone. I think this is the right side up. I was surprised by how long it took before they actually like released this on, like they have it on their YouTube channel and stuff now, but I was surprised by how long before they actually did that. It's been, how long has it been? A decade? More than a decade since the Scott Pilgrim movie came out? I do think it's funny though, because for Black Sheep, the intro of the original song says Black Sheep in the intro wind up. This one doesn't, obviously, but I think that intro bit is the only mention of a black sheep. The way the song is introduced is just perfect. Oh, I know, it's so good. It's so good. I know, reading a couple interviews, she was definitely trying to mimic the style for Metric, with a little bit of her own spin on it. Because, like, yeah, if you listen to them back to back, you can definitely tell, like, it's different people. It's definitely different, two different lady vocalists. But, yeah, she kind of kept it faithful while making it just distinct enough. Can the song request have bad things? Define bad thing. I don't really want any, like, slurs, for instance, in the music, if only because of the fact that, like, I gotta be careful, you know. Did I do this the right way? If it's a little bit of swearing, not so bad. If it's got, like, slurs going on, I'm gonna say no. There is a degree to which, like, to a degree, I kind of just trust people. Because, well, no one has tried to pull silly shenanigans yet. So as it is right now, I still kind of trust people that they're not going to give me, like, a very questionable song. Oh, come on, you. There's a word that's, like, guts or something similar. That should be fine. Oh, is this not... Come on, little light. Or maybe you just don't reach far enough. Okay, fine. We'll go here. Yeah? Not gonna reach that far? Oh no, it'll reach. Yeah, if it's got like a... If it's got a little bit of a gore aspect to it, like it's mentioning guts or something, that should be fine. Yeah, it's really more like slur language that I'm particularly concerned by. Okay, those are it. If there hasn't been a problem with anything you posted in Discord, anything short of slurs is fine. Pretty much. Pretty much. Like, I can't remember if I have Broken Glass Syndrome in the playlist somewhere. It's not exactly the most happy-go-lucky song. Okay. Thing in. Push to the back. Fix the bead marked with the line into the oh, wait, they have a... Oh, no, it's fine. I think I've got it. Marked with a line. I sure hope it's that one. I didn't actually realize there were... Well, there's 2 with lines. Maybe it's fine. I'm gonna hope it's fine. I'm gonna hope it's fine. Did you know it's illegal to take a photo of the... Oopsies. Illegal to take a photo of the Eiffel Tower at night? Is it really? Like, actually? Because if it is, it certainly hasn't stopped people from doing so. And I don't remember seeing any signs being like, no photos of the Eiffel Tower at night. Why is it illegal? I'm gonna Google it. Hey, Maddie. How's it going? The lights have been trademarked. Oh. It definitely doesn't stop people, though. I am a rule breaker, then. Send me to jail. I've taken photos of the Eiffel Tower at night. It says the one's marked with a line, but, like, this one's marked with a line, and this one's marked with a line. I don't know which... Actually, hang on a second. I should keep looking. It's probably the first line. It's probably the first line. Okay, that means I need C13 stubby ones, several of them. So you've heard. You've seen the Eiffel Tower? Oh, yeah, I've been to Paris twice, actually. I've seen it a couple times. Like, in person. I've been up to that thing. I haven't done a lot of traveling since COVID, but I did do a lot of traveling pre-COVID. I'm jealous. I got to see Notre Dame before it burned to the ground, too. That was a crazy... God, that was crazy news when it happened. That gigantic, ancient architecture piece just gone. I know they're working on rebuilding, but like, a restoration rebuilding, but still, oh my gosh. Stubby ones? Stubby ones. How many? 4. Okay, for the regular person, it's fine. The lights are copyrighted. So for professional stuff... Oh, professional stuff you need to get permission. To be fair, it didn't burn down. Wasn't it a fire? Well, it didn't burn to, like, nothing. But wasn't it a fire, in Notre Dame? Like an electrical fire? It was, but only parts were damaged. Oh, okay. Like, I knew some of it was still standing, but, like, some of it definitely had to be rebuilt, and it's not open to the public. I've never left Canada ever. You've only been to 3 provinces. Oh, you're also Canadian? I didn't know that. Hi. Am Canadian. To be honest, I haven't actually seen a lot of Canada. Just burned out the roof and damaged the interior. Oh, okay. I've not kept up with the news on that. How is the... Do you happen to know how the restoration is going for it? Because it's been a couple years now, right? A few years? I'd kill for poutine. It's funny, I was talking to somebody else last night about how they might be moving to the States. But they're like, I need to get myself a really, really good poutine recipe. Because they're like, every time I look up poutine or I look up poutine in the States, they're like, it's just not right. It's just not right. This is like a big comfort food for them. Oh, I usually try to, when I can, if I've got visitors coming in from out of country, I try to show them poutine if I'm able to. They don't have the cheese. Oh, it's interesting what the other person I was talking to, yeah, so yeah, that's essentially what Maddie said. The other person I was talking to, they see a lot of places that they've gone to, or places they've checked, they advertise poutine, but it's just cheese fries, where it'll be like some sort of cheese, or like almost chili cheese fries without the chili. but it might be like a queso cheese on fries, but no gravy. Or the places that I've been to that do poutine and have the cheese and have the gravy, they either have the wrong cheese, like just it's not cheese curds, or they have the cheese curds and I give a friend a hard time because the poutine near his place does it on gravy, does it with cheese, does it with some sort of cheese, but it doesn't squeak. It never has all three. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much is the problem. I'm not even a poutine purist. I don't mind if someone wants to like add like chicken or like some little variants in there, but I'm like, you gotta do the base three. You gotta do the base three parts to it. I've just never seen it, period. Which is funny because someone else had told me before, for the basis of poutine, someone else had told me before, they're like, that's gotta be the most like the most American food I've ever heard of coming out of Canada. Fries and gravy and cheese. But yeah, and when I try to describe it to people about the cheese curds squeaking, they're like, "What do you mean the cheese squeaks?" I'm like, "The cheese squeaks when you bite into it." What kind of gravy? Like a brown gravy. Oh, thank you for the straighten, Xander. Because I know there's like white gravies for like biscuits and gravy kind of thing, but this is a like a brown gravy. Cheese curds are very hard to find outside of like Wisconsin. Why is that? I know Wisconsin is considered the cheese state, but like, why is it so hard to find in the other states? I could go down the street and get cheese curds. Apparently, Maddie's got all the cheese curds. Yeah, it's they sell bags of like there's a brand called Squeakers here that sells cheese curds that are you could use them for anything, but they are most definitely marketed as being poutine cheese curds because, like I said, you bite into them and they make the squeaky sound. Because most states it's just not part of the diet. Oh, okay, that's fair. Poutine is cheese, fries, gravy, maybe adding more, but poutine at least cheese, fries, and gravy. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. I'm like fine, you want to add you want to add chicken, you want to add a bit of beef or like this or that kind of thing. I'm like, okay, but you gotta have the bases. You gotta have at least the cheese and the fries and the gravy. Or what are you doing with your life? Okay, Fred, the Midwest is basically Wisconsin. Hey, Shiro. How's it going, man? Shiro being in the Midwest. I'm not Wisconsin. How are you doing? Oh. How's I've seen you've also been playing Space Marines. How's Space Marines? I'm dipping my toe the slightest bit into Warhammer by means of Dawn of War 2 and the Eisenhorn book series. How you doing there, bud? You're nice and you're in Minnesota. It's fine. It's just Diet Canada fight. Hey, you two, don't make me tell mom on you. For those of you who don't quite understand what I'm getting out of that joke, Shiro and Maddie and I all share the same model artist. So okay. Little nubbies are in. Space Marine great heavy on the computer. So I've heard. I've got a few friends who've been playing it that like sometimes they try to party up for lobbies and it just doesn't happen because like well, I think most of their computers are fine, but like the servers or something have been a little touch and go sometimes. Vulcan lives. Minnesota, the sheepfield, nothing else going on in there. You misspelled Iowa. I have to admit, I don't really know the U.S. very well past like the West Coast. I know my tiny bit of East Coast now because I've been out there a few times. I know my tiny bit of East Coast, but I definitely I go fuzzy in the middle. With you. that's a lot of little bits. Oh, that's so many little bits. What the hell? I'm gonna be here. I was thinking, I'm like, I'm making such good progress. No, I'm gonna be here all night. I need C5, 7, E7, E1. Okay, no, these have to, I'm gonna do these one at a time, or I'm gonna lose track. Like I said, nothing but sheep in Minnesota. It's all corn in the middle, it's fine. That's how I feel sometimes about the Canadian provinces. Same case, I go a little, okay, I'll have to admit, well, I've been to Manitoba because I had family that lived out there, but like, man, have I not really done anything in the prairie provinces of Canada. C5, C7, okay, I'll do C7. We'll do this one at a time so I don't lose track. Edmonton had the best mall. Edmonton does have a pretty cool mall. I've only been a couple times to the West Edmonton Mall. It's like, is it still like 2 floors? It's a very flat mall. It's not a very tall mall, but it is wide. And they used to have submarines, like little submarines you could ride. And there was a water park. And I think there was a small amusement park inside. And there were 2 Build-A-Bears. It's been years since I've been, though. Stuff has probably changed. You're in Manitoba right now? Oh, nice. I don't miss the mosquitoes. When I'd visit family out there, mosquitoes were ginormous. I went to Winnipeg. Freaking huge. They scared me. I'm also allergic to them. 2 floors, and now there's an escape room? Oh, that's cool. Okay. C7. C7. We're in the center and don't have much corn. You've got all the cotton. 2 floors, and now there's an escape room. Oh, neat. That's probably why it's the largest mall. Mall of America has 4 floors. They must measure largest mall. Wow, actually, does the West Edmonton Mall really still hold the record for being largest mall? No one, like, Dubai hasn't tried to do something about that? You're about an hour away from Winnipeg? Oh, cool. It's a big circle. You enter one way and pick a direction. Alrighty. Because I imagine largest mall is attributed by square footage. Unless Edmonton's mall, for its record, is literally just really, really long. USS Lexington is a night ghost tours and an escape room tour option now. How? What? What is the escape room on the ship? Did they actually build like a mini escape room thing, or have they just done some weird rigging with the ship to be able to? That sounds neat. It sounds cool, especially you do that at night kind of thing. But like, what? You make the circle and go up a floor. Okay. Also, did I say Eisenhower earlier talking about the Warhammer book? Did I actually call him by his right name of Eisenhorn? I don't remember. Either way. I'm reading Eisenhorn. Onboard escape room. Oh, that sounds cool. Camera, don't shake on me too much. When you were there, you saw UFO escape room? It has been a long time since I've been. I've probably not been since... It might have been high school. We might have been... Because I was with the band group. Or I was with the music department in general. They had a lot of stuff in the music department. And, it might have been with the band group the last time I went. I remember a girl bought a little stuffed turtle and named it Nipples. Why? I have no idea. I remember another guy bought like one of those like Air-Zuka cannons and would like snipe people from the back of the bus with it. E1, 8 of them. Okay. It's a lot. Oh, I feel like I haven't done an escape room in a while. I actually really like doing escape rooms. Most chances I can get to have a small group of people do an escape room, I will try to drag them along. I convinced work one time because we had to do like a team building thingamajiggy, and I'm like, and it was on corporate time, and I was like, let's do an escape room. It didn't go over very well. There was a lot of us. I was the youngest one there. The others had never done this sort of thing before. It was fun though. Edmonton sucks now? Oh, that's a bit of a shame to hear. I feel like malls in general are kind of dying though, aren't they? In favor of online shopping. At least it feels like they're dying now in favor of online shopping. Even like, when I go visit my parents and stuff like that, and I see like the mall that I used to go to and just see like how many shops have closed or how quick the turnover is on different shops there, and it's like, man, it's kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. You can just get out in one simple step. Start crying! And the teenagers have nowhere to hang out because of it. I know, right? It's... Oop. I should really be going this way. No, I do think it's a bit of a shame. Like, I wasn't at the mall all the time, but I do kind of miss just being able to go hang out and stuff like that. Mind you, I wish we had more arcades around here. Just levitate. Because I at the same time I do wonder, because like I know the joke is that youth are on their phones too much, but I wonder like if the spaces were available. If the spaces were available, do you think people would go hang out in them more? But I guess it's not even just the spaces being available. You hear about people all the time who are like, yeah, my parents just let me go wild, and we're like, just be home by 7. And now there's definitely that increased paranoia that something's going to happen if you let your kids go too far. I wonder. Your town, you have a 10-in-1 store? So like a gigantic like department store kind of thing? Most arcades down there are bars. Oh, weird. You see a lot of kids in the Target and biking around? Oh, okay. That's kind of nice to see that they're still... I guess, yeah, maybe it's just lack of opportunity for them to hang out in a place that'd be, like, relatively safe. Sure, largely it's due to the rise of online shopping. Why go through the hassle of driving to a mall and trying to get through the crowds to find out they don't have what you want? That's true. Mind you, the one thing I will adamantly do in person all the time, clothing shopping. Unless it's like I'm buying literally the same thing that I did previously or something like that, I won't do clothing shopping online. I never know what the size is. It's too hard to guess.
Let's go gambling!
There we go. This is a better time for a woodchuck. Let's try this again. Get your points ready. Who can afford to go to an arcade nowadays? Oh, it's kind of funny because there's one that I've gone to. V showed it to me, but there's one that I've gone to that it is a barcade, not just an arcade. It's a barcade, but it's probably cheaper than you'd ever really get out of an arcade, because you go and like if it's their peak, like if it's Friday or Saturday, it's a $12 cost to get in, but it's all you can play with no time limit. And then if it's like not a Friday or Saturday, it's like $7, which is crazy. And they keep getting new machines and stuff like that. Go all in. But yeah, so it's like, yeah, we went on like I think it was a Sunday, and Sunday wasn't considered very busy. It'd be $7. You don't need a card, you don't need any coins. The machines are just programmed to be like, yeah, if you die in like House of the Dead and need to keep going, just smack the button to keep going. You don't have to swipe anything again. Junk, this game is rigged. Shiro, thank you for keeping the pond clean. Pony up. 5.9K. That's every time. Woodchuck 6,000 is not even the craziest I've seen the betting pool. I think the craziest I've seen the betting pool with people going all in had it at like 40,000 on each side, thereabouts. It was nuts. Triggerfish. Very suitable for you. Oh, these pieces are so tiny. More junk. I swear there's good stuff in there. I do promise there's good stuff in there. 40k on each side? Yeah, it was nuts. 40k? 30k? Definitely like up around there. 40 or 30-ish. 1,000 points in the bet pool. The other week... was it last week? Week before? No, I think it was last week. Somebody else pulled the gamble last week. They put in 10k. Well, sure, you're just not having luck with this one today, are you? I do promise. There is some good stuff in there. Wait. Oh, here's the other black sheep. This is the metric version, the original version. I don't know if you can hear the black sheep come on. It might be too quiet for the setting. Oh my gosh, Princeps. Oh my gosh, Princeps. What are you doing? Hey, look, Maddie's in there. Oh, so's Demi. Oh, and Shiro. And Matt. Hey, look, I love this. This is great. These are great names in here. And Grim, too. Princeps, oh my gosh, Princeps, thank you. Don't overdo it, okay? Some really good hits there. The past. I really do appreciate it, though. Oh my gosh. That's 15 subs this year. I know! Just, you know, Princess, make sure you... I know you've got Halloween art that you're doing for Lexi coming up. You should keep enough for yourself. Gamble more, go all in. I think you got about a minute thereabouts. Oh, it's up to 6k on one side. It's a pretty good pot. It's a pretty good pot. Just got paid. You can spare a few subs. Okay. I really do appreciate it. I really do. You're too nice to me, really. 8,000 now? An automobile for a minimum wage. This fishing pond is so rigged. A VHS. Hey, if it's a Disney one, could be worth money. Could be worth money. Chat, if I lose everything. The best part is channel points are free. You can always gain it back. You could always gain it back. It's not a finite resource. Peacock bass. There goes the countdown. There it goes. Okay. Hit it, woodchuck. Exclamation point flip. Let's see what you get. I make chat flip it so it's not on my head. Heads, speaking of. Manage prediction. Oh man, 26% on heads. 5 people. 5 people? Woo-wee. Choose outcome. Heads. Complete prediction. Easy money. Spicy, I'm sorry. My condolences. 81k spread among Xana and 4 others. I got 79 points back, face sucking world. I'm sorry, Spicy. I'm sorry. Here, Spicy, let me give you one free redeem on the house. One free redeem on the house, as I usually do for people.
You know what that means? Fish!
Where is it? Here you go.
Aw, dang it!
I'll give you that one on the house. You got 10 times the chips back? Me, so me. Hey, you know what? You're still... I bet it's just the karma balancing out the fact that you got, like, your god roll. I know we haven't been playing Destiny, but I'm sure it's just karma still trying to balance out the fact that you got the god roll on, like, your second try for, like, your Titan armor class exotic. And ever since then, the world is like, we can't let this guy... We can't let this fella have too much luck. Give them a little less luck. The God rolling game I don't even play anymore. Who knows? Bungie, Destiny seems to go in this current cycle of it's so over, we're so back. So yeah, they could just be doing a precaution. They're like, yeah, that spicy bara. Give them the God roll, and life is like, okay, give them a little less luck everywhere else. I don't know. I am curious to see if we hit that same focus of we back, we not back. Also, hey Demi. They focused all in on Marathon now. Yeah, that and that funky mobile game. I guess that mobile game is being done by a different group, aren't they? If they really want you back, give you Twilight Garrison. Well, the last thing I saw about the We're So Back is because, like, they gave examples, and this is from, like, they gave examples to something from before my time, which I know some of the others were like, oh my gosh, it's like the halcyon days of Destiny, but what was it? The two comparisons, Trials of Osiris and something else? I can't remember. But it was like a little bit of an uptick in the We're So Back column. Where did I check the fish leaderboard? Oh, if you do exclamation point fish board, all one word, will pull up the leaderboard. Exclamation point fish board. Even after all that, you're only back down to what you put into the bet pool. Light up, light up. It will have to wait until all of the fishing is done, and then boop, it'll pop the board up. If it's trash, I quit. Ooh, Princess reigning supreme up top there. Shiro, what's that saying? 90% of gamblers quit before they win? You never know. You never know. Or 99% quit before they win. Hit it big. Maybe someone will pull the grilled cheese. Yeah, maybe you might pull up Maddie. Oh, speaking of, that's what my lunch was today. Grilled cheese. Use Havarti though instead of cheddar. I gave him all month of coming back from my first place spot. Okay, all of these little bits. What'd I do? What'd I do with my other piece? I put it down. Where'd I put it down? Also, oh my gosh, this is the second time this song is played today, but I really like this song. I saw I'd suddenly remembered this song and the AMV I originally discovered it with. Where the hell did I put that piece? And I went and watched that AMV again, and like, it just like, oh, it made me cry. It made me cry all over again. It was like an old Hitalia video that was based, and it was like a, well, not an AMV, I guess an AMV, but it was like hand-drawn and animated by a person. So it wasn't just like clips taken from the anime. The hell did I do with my piece? Eh. I've definitely cut you out of the spot. Did you fall on the floor? I don't remember hearing you hit the floor. Okay, you're definitely not here. Definitely not here. Or there. What? Oh, no, wait. I'm blind. I put it somewhere secure that I wouldn't forget, and then promptly forgot that I put it there because it matches in color. I'm a little dum-dum sometimes. Yeah, I watched this AMV again, and I like started tearing up by the end of it. I'm like, oh my god, it's been like 14 years. How am I still crying at this? C7. So it's you, my dear. You're bound to be afraid. I know we didn't get very far with it. You still up for Risk of Rain 2 collab anytime soon? Yeah, I'd still be game for that. I gotta... October might go a little bit wibbly for me. I'm not entirely sure yet. I am still down for it in general. I just don't know what my schedule is looking like past next week being 2 a.m.s. This is the only problem. Well, mind you, I have... Okay, every time I hear that clink, I think it's going to be the Cerveza crystal. I'm surprised that thing hasn't been pulled up more recently. I do have a week in October that I'm supposed to have off, which will make my schedule more flexible, that I could, like, kind of match up to yours better, because it's around Canadian Thanksgiving, so I'll have to do some stuff for Thanksgiving. But other than that, my week is pretty free that week. Things are a bit rough on my end. Going through staffing changes at work makes it rough. Oh, okay. Oh, there's no rush. You know where to find me. I know where to find you if it comes down to it. Xana, not ready to go back to work tomorrow. Alright, Xana, did you have a few days? Yeah, you had like your 5-ish days off there, right? You cannot hear. But yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving is coming up in October, and my streamiversary is coming up in October, and I think V also wants to do some big unfortunate spaceman thing in October, so it's gonna be a little busy, but like I said, there it is! Oh, good, Xana, you're here for it too! The moon! Your last vacation until January, right? You were saying as much. It's so funny. It's so funny. Because Xana had put... Australia... I'm pointing at the computer screen like you guys can see it and you can't. Your first gish. Xana had put Australia in the pond as like their first... Because there's a redeem like at about 8,000 points is you can pick a thing to put into the pond. Xana had put Australia in the pond. And then there was a point where they're like, oh my god, I have an idea, something bigger. And I'm like, what do you mean bigger? How much bigger are you going to have this thing be? You've already put a whole continent in. And yeah, Xana sends me a gif of the moon. So I'm pretty sure the moon is the biggest thing in the pond. First fish is moon. Xana, you need to go back to work to get me a Chiappa rhino? You have a Chiappa rhino? Okay, wait, Princess, why do you want a Chiappa rhino in particular? And why is there a Gears of War logo on one? Maybe why is there Gears of War logo on one? A little bit of a strange question. I don't actually know. I know the brand. I don't know which one the rhino is, though, admittedly. You're a rubber ducky. All the grit out of there. Revolver that shoots out the cylinder. Oh, okay. Oh, out of the lower cylinder. Oh, okay, neat. Can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear the sound of words. Okay, one at a time so I don't get them mixed up. What's next? C5? C5. Poison Russian melody. Ow. Was that the only one that they had as a Gears of War crossover? Did Chiappa do a few firearms in the line as a crossover? I will have to admit, I misread Chiappa initially as like the... What's that stupid Chippy Chappa song? I accidentally misread it as that the first time. Took me a moment. Oh, that's weird. These didn't get popped out. I don't think I need you. Off you go. Your local shop has a rainbow rhino? Like pride flag kind of rainbow? Or do you mean rainbow like the oil slick look kind of rainbow? You could not for the life of you find another one like it online. Oh, weird. You sure someone just didn't put a sticker on it? Rain Wraith popped into the shop, sticker bombed it with a Gears of War logo, slipped away. Oil slick rainbow. Okay, gotcha. I feel like I have to ask. I've definitely seen little, like, 22s and stuff like that. I know they're mostly, like, learners' tiny rifles, but I've seen them in bright colors. Used to sell the crickets in, like, bright yellow. Crickets? Were they called crickets? Yeah, I think they were called crickets. And of course, there's always pink. People gotta have pink versions of stuff. If it was a decal or paint job, it was professionally done. Huh. But it's a new piece, right? It's not like it's a commission, not a commission. It's not like it was a consignment piece. I heard pink. Yeah, Maddie. Pink firearms are just a thing. Some ladies love them, some ladies hate them. Some guys like them because they're like, it just helps them keep track of it. Like if they're hunting and stuff like that. I remember I sold a pink like 30-06 or something to a guy for hunting. Because of the way that deer eyes work, they don't really see the pink anyway. Used firearm pre-owned. Oh, so it could have been a custom job then. But yeah, this guy bought a pink camo 30-06 because it was easier for him to find. His buddies gave him a hard time about it, but he's like, yeah, but I never have to worry about putting this thing down and forgetting where I put it. And the deer can't see it anyway because of the way that their color spectrum worked doesn't let them see pink camo. In the most basic explanation of it. Your mom has two, a turquoise one to match her Jeep and a leopard print Taurus to match her purse. Yeah, we didn't, the shop I worked at, we didn't have a ton of crazy colors. We had some, yeah, pink, orange, usually like pink camo, orange camo sort of thing. Ones that would still work that were out in the woods because the main focus for where I worked was hunting. Okay, this one's gonna go here. If I forget, again, it's here. It's right there. If I'm a dum-dum and forget again. So yeah, a lot of ours was like a lot of black, a lot of camo, composite stocks. We had our wooden ones as well, of course, but I also I live in a place that I think is considered a rainforest technically, so while wood had a really nice look, it wasn't always the most popular one, particularly for those who are hunting, because wood in humid climate, not always great. The composite was just less maintenance. This conversation reminds me I should probably try to get another collection photo going. It's a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit of a weird conversation for me to have sometimes. I don't share, like I'm not a super hoorah gun person, but I don't deny I have had a history with them. Which nobody ever really expects out of me, of all people, generally. You aren't out there kicking puppies, that's true. And like I said, it's my firearms involvement in life is the Canadian version. So it was a Canadian version, particularly in a hunting store. So there wasn't a lot of weird, I say weird, but there wasn't a lot of dealings in automatics. No, there wasn't really. There were no dealings in automatics because Canadian law, you can't actually own automatic firearms. You can have semi-auto. You can semi-auto with a magazine restriction. 350 to 1329, not bad for a one-day jump. Silencer Co. Maxim 9, they're really hard to find right now. Oh, because of a production issue or because I had said this before, did I say this here? No, I was in a call. There's this very interesting phenomenon, not to get too into politics, but there's always this very, very interesting phenomenon of whenever the U.S. has an election, and if a Democrat becomes the president, gun sales in Canada generally spike. Because people get worried that the U.S. Electing a Democrat in will reduce the amount of firearms that we can get our hands on up here. So gun sales always go up a little bit when the U.S. goes blue. It's a little funny. I mean, same, the amount of paperwork you have to go through is fucking years worth to be able to own a full... Oh, is it actually quite a bit of paperwork to get a fully auto there? I admit I don't know U.S. gun laws super well. I know you guys have access to a lot more things. I know my Canadian gun law pretty well. And yeah, automatics are just like... unless you are one of an incredibly small, very, very small grouping of people, military stuff aside... That license is like, there's a special license. We have our non-restricted. We call it non-restricted. This is air quotes with the weirdest selection of fingers. We have non-restricted, which is generally long guns, rifles, shotguns kind of thing. And then we have our restricted license, which is handguns. Exceptions apply. There are ones that are like, you still can't buy with either of those licenses, but generally long guns for non-restricted, handguns for restricted, and then those are the two that you can take your classes, take your tests, apply, have your background check to get those firearms. And then there's a whole nother classification that if you weren't grandfathered into them one way or another years back, there's just no getting them anymore. And it's called the prohib line. And there's several subcategories of prohib firearm licenses. Almost impossible for someone to own them. Oh, okay, interesting. When we go blue, gun sales go up for us too, but that's because people think they're going to try and take the guns. They discontinued them this year, so they're being scalped online. Oh, I see. Yeah, Canadian gun thing is like, yeah, you take your you have to take classes, you have to take a test, you have to get your background checks done by like the RCMP and stuff like that. So it's like growing up as much as I did, and like I said, ours was definitely a hunting focus, and there were definitely. Why did I only cut 4? I need 8 of these. There would be people, of course, who are like, man, I wish I could own one of these, but I never really dealt with anybody too rah, we need to be able to own automatic weapons kind of thing. We have some other restrictions in place for ours too, like for instance, like I said, we can have semi-auto firearms. But like rifles, shotguns for semi-auto, for instance, have a magazine limit of 5. A lot of sea turtles today. I had to go. What did I fish? I'm not sure. I haven't paid quite as much attention as I usually do to the fish, if only because I'm working with a knife and not looking at the stream screen because my computer is over that way. But yeah, like there's still like you have people who will have the stuff they want just for funsies as well. There's like some weird ones you can get. I remember one time my brother and I, using today's terminology, my brother and I like essentially rizzed a guy into buying a triple barrel shotgun. We didn't really like, my brother and I weren't, because this was a family business thing, and we weren't incredibly pushy salespeople by any means. We were just good with people. And there's Sassy's Blenny. And this guy, he came in, it was so funny. He's like, I've just gotten my license, and he's like, I want something cool to show off to my friends when we go to the range and stuff like that. And we had just gotten a gun on consignment that was, I don't even remember the brand because it's been years now, but it was a triple barrel shotgun. Really fancy looking triple barrel shotgun. And I just joked, I'm like, oh man, you want something to show them up that I'm almost guaranteed none of them will have anything to compare it to? Look at that thing up there. He looked at a few options and some other stuff, but he kept kind of going back to that triple barrel, and yeah, in the end ended up buying it. I heard back from him too a few weeks later, and he's like, this thing is so fun. It was pretty funny. Shrimp toy. I don't see that one very often. But no, it was a hefty boy. But I think that thing only stayed on the shelf for all of like 2 days or something, I think. And then yeah, that guy snapped it up. Okay. Oh, little pieces. Bum, bum, bum. It is kind of nice to see the fish pond so lively again. I know we had a little bit of a lull for a bit there, which is fine. But there is so the moon has been pulled up. There is still one more thing in that pond that hasn't been seen yet. Also, hey Sassy, how's it going? Were you the one? Did you pull up your own blenny, or did Maddie grab your? I have no idea where we are in the fishing queue. I heard the bloop bloop earlier. Build our machine. Let me see. Build our machine. By the games? Is this the Bendy song? Maddie pulled up the bloop bloop. I need to find out, because I can't... Sassy, you might be able to tell me why I put something in the comment for the Blenny. It's like one down, 899 to go. But I can't remember why I pulled the number 899. I don't know, do they lay eggs in like sets of 900 or something? Is there something significant about the number 900 in regards to Blennies and I've totally forgotten what it was? 899 Blennies. Well, because I've had the idea, if I'd keep better track of it, that every time it gets pulled up, that I'd be like 7 down, 893 to go, and actually count down the Blennies. But I don't even remember why I picked 900 to begin with. Okay, let me switch over 4 minutes on that. Okay, the ad break is gonna hit in about 3 minutes, Wood. I have your song queued, but it's about a 4-minute song. So I will play yours after the ad break is finished so we can get the full thing and it doesn't get cut off partway. Sassy sneaking into the pond. I'll be honest, got no clue, it's a mystery. I must have picked the number for some reason, but yeah, I can't remember the reason, and I wasn't sure if maybe it might not even be a fish reference. I don't know. I don't remember why I picked 900. But yeah, there is still one item left within the pond that we haven't seen yet. It belongs to Danny. They put it in around the same time as the moon, I think back in July sometime. And we've somehow never seen it, which is crazy to think, because we've seen the blue puzzle twice within the same stream. And that thing had a rarity of 1000 on it, which is the maximum I could put on the bloody thing. I can't believe we pulled it up twice in one stream. You might lead a raid here? Okay. I don't... are they coming soon? Because I might need to, if they are potentially coming soon, I'd have to wait the ad break. I'd have to like try to put a pause on the ad break, and I could for a little bit, but I can't do it for too long because, actually no, could I? About 151 genera, nearly 900 species have been described within the order. Oh, maybe that's it then. Maybe it's the 900 species part. That might be where I got it from. But yeah, I wouldn't have just picked the number quite totally at random. Okay. Well, here, how about this? Let me... Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's gonna run pretty soon. Let me just get these little bits in. Ah, this is the other metric song. I put a few metric songs in. So if you liked Black Sheep, this is the band. I've heard a fair amount of them on the radio because they're a Canadian band. So this is my way of introducing some of you to more Canadian music, because there is like a ruling on Canadian radio that like so and so many songs or percentage of music has to be from Canadian artists. Okay, ads are gonna run 16 seconds. I think I'll put us back over to the break screen. We can do a little bit more of the word game. Look at the ads run real quick. I'll probably I still kind of have stuff. I'm stretching my leggies a little bit, but back over here. Yeah, we'll pause this song. We'll save you for later. Where is this thing? Okay. Having a brain flex moment. We'll have a brain flex moment. How let the ads do their thing. I'll probably stay here with you guys for it. You've been having a time. Unemployment sucks. Mentally kind of physically kind of but you keep checking. Yeah, I feel it. Holy cow, you two are fast. It was like instantaneous in both of you. Ravioli. No. Brain pudding. Thief. Oh, sorry, I said blah blah. Blah. I can't. Being employed and being unemployed sucks. It kind of does, doesn't it? There's kind of no winning sometimes. Alive. Try again, Sassy. I think you were locked. Try alive again. It should work now. If you have the little lock symbol next to your name, it means you won't be able to enter again until like until the thing unlocks. But yeah, give alive another shot. A-L-I-V. Oh no, wait, never mind. There's no E. My bad. Sorry. Did we get rail? We got rail. rail. I think it's just 3 rails. Yeah, Sassy, I'm still fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed for you. You find a place that that works well for you and values you. Cause you do deserve it. Vile. I swear, anytime there's a V in there, it throws me off a little bit in trying to figure out words. A place that values employees, where? Sometimes. Put that thing over there. Oh, wait, this is... Continue. I'm actually scheduled to meet with someone for help with your needs, not for another month. Oh, okay. Have you tried, like... I don't actually know how good they are or not good they are. Like, is there a temp agency, kind of like one of those employment agencies near you? Because I know sometimes they help with job placements, and then sometimes you just get to stay on. At least up here is the case. I've had a couple of friends that work through like an employment agency, and the place they were placed in liked them well enough, and they just hired them. I can only see the swear word. Tell me, did you just hit and miss around here twice? You've been to them, they've kind of screwed you over. Ah, I see. I'm sorry to hear. God, that sucks. That you want jobs when the person leaves without telling anyone? And find out 3 weeks later? Oh my god. Hey Luna, how's it going? We're just kind of... Actually, the ads are probably just finishing up. Yeah, the ads are probably just finished up. Welcome in. Good timing. We usually play a little game in between during the ad breaks for those who like don't have to deal with the ad thing. So right now we're doing... If you're good at anagrams. Oh, here, woodchuck. Let me see if it'll... It didn't work. An effort was made. I know several of us were thinking it. Well, we're really close to getting all of these. There's one more 5-letter, one more 4-letter. Okay. Cult. No, it's a club! Okay, 5-letter word. Probably starts with U, considering it all works in alphabetical order. Starts with a U. Starts with a U. I have no idea. Last second! Anybody? You have a cat on your lap? Oh, cute. That means you're trapped, though. Happy fur baby. Trumpet. I'm gonna be honest, I'm stuffing a piece of toast in my face. Somebody straight trumpet. There we go. Oh, you guys are saying mute the... I'm like, am I muted? I see my bar going. Crump. Erupt. Oh, that's a good word. That's a good word. Yeah, I've kind of decided because I have that other game to use on breaks, which is like the chat guesses games with the screenshots, and I kind of prefer to use that one on the video game days. If only because like I can control the timing on those ones a little bit better. I know sometimes we get on a roll with words on stream, and we're here for like 30 minutes. Depends how many people are about. Wow, there's like a few 6 letters, huh? But she's fun. Wait, Maddie, what? Did I miss something? Mutter. Oh, good grab. Oh, the game is fun. It is a fun little game, yeah. Next! I still think it's so funny. So we had this time before. I've told the story before, but it's been a little bit. A few of us did a collab on Maddie's channel. We were doing GeoGuessr with a bunch of people from the art family. I feel like that word is right on the tip of my corrupt. Oh, good grab, Shiro. Yeah, we did a GeoGuessr collab on Maddie's channel one time with several of us from the art family, just for the hell of it. It was silly. It was fun. Well, we played words on stream in between here and there for a little bit of a break, and it was so funny because Maddie changed the stream category to words on stream, and all of these people who weren't there before, they weren't following, they were like first-time chatters, they weren't there for any of the other stream, came in, dominated the board, and then left after we were finished. It was so funny. Core, pout. Wild, I know, right? Tour. Court, brain soup. This is indeed a set of letters. I don't know why, and it might be because I'm munching on toast, but part of my head is like, crumpet, but no. Court, oh, good one, court. It's funny sometimes that even just at 4 letters can have such brain empty. Coup. Where's a coup? I hate they don't reveal the letter. I know, right? Oh, troop won't work. There's only one O. I assume they don't reveal it for the sake of, like, because I know we've definitely seen the exact same word set before, like at least once in the past. We saw the same word set, like maybe in the same night even. So I assume that's why. I assume that's why they won't give it. Okay, if one's a fake letter. Part of me feels like it's the J, but I don't know for sure. The heck is this? Okay, so you've got the. I have a feeling it's the J. I guess it could be the D. Here, we'll try dual. Oh, yeah, I think the D is fake. Because, yeah, dual didn't work, so I think the D is fake. Juggle. Oh, good word. Good word. Gurgle. Juggler. Oh, also very good. Them J words with a lot of points. Oh, you guys are just knocking it out of the park. Been eaten by a group. Luger? Okay. Greg? I think names, it feels like names don't count, unless the name happens to also be a proper noun of something else. I've tested names a few times. They just don't seem to count. Oh my god, Xana at the top of that. Was Xana on the top of both boards? Xana just gotta be on top. Yeah, sad no names or swears. Another fake letter. Oh, donkey, good job. So the A, oh, that's different. The A is fake then. Donkey. Yeah, the A is fake. Won't work. Can't do yank. Is donk a word? I'm probably just thinking of the Mario game. Yeah, so I can't do dank. Dino, dank. I'm probably thinking of a brand called Enki. Oh, Node is a good one. This might be where it could call it. Good try. Good try, everybody. Okay. We'll close that. We'll go back here. And I will build our machine going as I promised would. Oh yeah, it's going. It's just a little bit of a quiet start. I've not played Bendy. I just heard Shrek yell donkey when I saw them. It's funny because I had this moment as well seeing it and I was like, it feels familiar. I feel like it's right there, but okay. We are back here, putting the Eiffel Tower together. There we go. Has Shrek just forever ruined the word donkey? Or made it better? I guess it depends who you ask. See ya, Wood. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to see you. I'll see you next time. Looking very French so far. It's coming together. It's coming together. E6. E6 and E7. Okay, yeah, I'm still just gonna do them. I don't know if the pieces are all identical to each other, but I'm just not gonna take the chance that they're different. I'm just gonna do them one at a time. Could only be more French if it was made out of baguettes. I'm sure. I'm sure. You know what? If someone's to look up baguette Eiffel Tower, I wouldn't put it past someone to have made a bread Eiffel Tower. Oh, that is a thing I missed while I was there. Missed from there though, is like baguette sandwiches are so cheap there. They are so cheap. It'd be like €3 or something for a baguette that was like a foot long, foot and a bit long, a fresh baguette with like ham and cheese inside. Oh, cheap and easy and tasty, and I kind of miss it. Now I pay $15 for a sandwich like this big. Oh, I'm sure, and tons of chocolate ones. Oh, most definitely. I remember seeing a macaron, not macaron, a macaron store, like those little almond-based, chewy deliciousness. Not macaroons. Those are the coconut things. But I remember seeing like, yeah, there was a macaron Eiffel Tower that I've seen before. I'm like, yep, very French. The pretty sandwich cookies. Yeah, exactly. Those ones. I've tried making them before. Mine were a little flat. They didn't quite puff nicely in the baking process. Nadia's macaron? Is that like a Genshin item or something? Didn't find a bread Eiffel Tower. You did find a 9/11 joke where a plane made of baguette flies into the tower. Are we at? It's animated. Are we just at that point now, where we're so far removed from 9/11 that the date comes and it's memes? You made a prop macaron cookie tower in college for a final. Oh, that's fun. Cause like I'll be perfectly honest. I'll be perfectly honest, candid here. Is that so on September 11th, like this year, V and I did a collab on the channel here. Like we played Rabbit and Steel, and I wasn't because I usually stream on Wednesdays, and I was like, should I be streaming on? Should I be streaming on 9? And like, is that okay? Is it a strange faux pas if I stream on September 11th? Oh, hi, thanks for checking and still abuse again. Shit. Maddie, Sassy's right. You enjoyed the game. You enjoyed the game well enough. You have tie-ins with people who've worked on the game. You kind of play out of like a appreciation and loyalty to them too. It's okay. But yeah, I was that collab on that particular date almost didn't happen because I was like, I don't know if I should. I was reassured it would be okay, and nobody got super mad at me or anything. So, but I feel like I did see a lot more memes about that on the date, like like akin to what Sassy was saying with the baguettes, but just like other stupid things. It's fine as long as you're not making like completely horrible, vulgar jokes. Yeah. Because I know like I've definitely seen some and I'm like, that's too far. That's definitely like, I guess it's a hard line to determine sometimes. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. No, it's a strange one though. I did go visit Ground Zero when I was in New York though. It was very interesting, just like the monument and like the stuff that was built there and things since. Because it admittedly, um, because I was still so young and I was in Canada, so it didn't hit here like the impact the emotional impact of it probably didn't land here as much as it did for several of you in the States. Although it might have been, was it Aaron? Was it Princess? I remember somebody but I did go to ward due to it. Oh, was that the cause of you going? Was at that time? I wasn't too sure what your timeline was on there. But no, because it was... I remember as a kid thinking, I'm like, something definitely not right has happened. I still didn't have the greatest concept of death, and that sheer amount of people was just kind of outside of my comprehension. The teachers didn't hide it from us, what was happening. Princeps, was it, maybe it was you who said, like, in the Discord that, like, your school system is, like, it was a lot of crying parents but not telling the kids what had happened. Or maybe it was somebody else. There was somebody, though, who had said that it was, like, a lot of crying parents and they didn't tell the kids what had happened and stuff like that. The patriotism was strong here. Fair enough. But yeah, it, like... I knew something had happened. Like, I understood something of some serious-ish magnitude had happened. But being... You were preschool, you don't remember anything. Yeah, I was still, what grade was I in? I was in elementary school for sure, though. Second grade for sure. Yeah, like, I know a lot of kids in my class were just kind of happy to have a day off because the order of magnitude at what just happened in the world did not resonate with them. I was a little bit more well-traveled with family when I was younger, and I definitely realized that, like, airport stuff had changed. Still young, still didn't quite grasp the full magnitude of it. But I definitely realized, I'm like, oh, like, because we would travel, and I'm like, this is different now. Stuff is different. Like, you'd almost feel like there was an air of something not quite right going on. And then, as I got a little bit older, and it was still recognized, and it was still fresh in the minds of people, I actually definitely became a little bit paranoid about flying for a while. I'm still a smidge bit paranoid about flying. That all stops once the plane takes off from the ground, because at that point, I'm like, well, it's out of my hands, there's nothing I can do. I'd been to the World Trade Center a few months before it happened, so realizing what happened was a bit scary. Oh gosh, so yeah, you'd have seen it. I've never seen the tower standing. My first time in New York was basically just last year, yeah. So I've never seen the skyline with the tower. Like, I've never personally seen the skyline with the towers there. Oh, but that must have been crazy then for you to have seen the towers themselves, just mere, like, little bits before. I can only imagine, as far as buildings there, buildings not there being, it would probably not resonate quite the same way because, like, nobody got hurt in Notre Dame, but, like, I can only imagine if I went to Paris again and went to Notre Dame and was like, huh. Especially like, if it happened, if it was still, like, not quite as rebuilt as it is, I'd probably be like, geez, this is, like, a little bit nuts to think that this thing I saw is no longer here. But yeah, I've seen Ground Zero and the stuff that they built there, but yeah, I've never seen it with what its original skyline was. It makes you feel better. TSA is just security theater. They fail like 90% of their tests. They don't find fake bombs and such. So I've heard. But it was still like, I don't know. It's not like, it would never stop me from getting on a plane. And I tell myself the statistics that I am more likely to get into a car accident than into a plane crash. But for that little bit of time, until the wheels leave the ground, I'm like, this... I wouldn't say jittery, but I'm definitely the slightest bit unsettled until the wheels leave the ground. It's being trapped for me that's terrifying, right? Because you've got a bit of a claustrophobia dealio. Yeah. You've been to NYC twice, the spring before it happened and then in 2005. Oh, so only 4-year difference. Yeah, so that must have been like a bit of an eye-opener then. Goth girl covered in studded clothing will hold up a security check for 45 minutes due to them being paranoid. Hi, I was that goth. That's actually funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday about that. They haven't flown in a long time. They're applying for their passport. Hey, Corvus! They're visiting somebody. Karasu. Beans? Oh, right, you were playing Ocarina of Time. Those are the magic beans, aren't they? How's your randomizer going? If I get on a plane, I just go to sleep for a nap. I wish, Shiro. I don't nap on planes very easily. It's too loud. It's just too loud. Corvus Raiders, welcome in. My name is L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. I'm a variety VTuber. I do a little bit of a mix of crafting and gaming. Today is a crafting day. We're working on an Eiffel Tower. Like a wooden Eiffel Tower. It's coming along. It's coming along slowly. How are you doing, Corvus? How was the randomizer? Princeps clearly dangerous, same as my racially ambiguous brown dad who also gets pulled for random extra checks. Oh, my dad too. My dad too. I think it's because of where what his country of birth is on his passport. Gets him pulled aside like all the time. Went really well. Your randomizer's coming along. How far are you into the game now? Because this what, session 3? Beat the Forest Temple and the Spirit Temple. Oh right, because the randomizer kind of just let you into other dungeons. Wait, is it if you go through the door and the interior is also random? So you could walk into the Forest Temple and it'd just be like the Water Temple inside? I've never actually played a randomizer. Depends on the settings. Ah, okay. You've come in at a somewhat serious-ish time. We're talking about like flying in TSA and world changes since 9/11 happened. Is this stream appropriate topic? I definitely know some people who wouldn't dare talk about it, but randomizers are fun. I've definitely seen a few. I've seen a few in action and some funky glitches that come out of them. And just even the thought of the amount of programming that goes into those that people have to think about to make sure you don't accidentally like soft lock yourself into a place. And it's pretty awesome. It's funny as they pulled the whole strip game bullshit on you for your studded clothes. They still never found the knife in your carry-on. Princess, have you ever had to do that thing where like... So my dad has done this before. He'd like forget to take off his Leatherman or something. Didn't have like a car to go put it back in. He's done this a couple times where he'd go and like hide his pocket knife or his Leatherman like on the top edge of like a bathroom stall or under like a potted plant or something. Hope that would still be there when he got back. And so far it hasn't let him down. It was exactly your Leatherman. You forgot it was in your backpack. Yeah, it is funny. I was talking to somebody else just yesterday about, yeah, they'll be traveling kind of like for the first time in a while. They're also a goth. And they're saying about how they're gonna, and they've got a bit of anxiety and for travel and stuff like that. They're gonna try to like find some different clothing just for the purpose of travel to like really like normalize what their clothing looks like so they don't have any more trouble with the TSA than they need. I don't think that'll work at our airport though. Once you're past security, you can't go back. Oh no, Corvus, so like for my dad, for instance, he did it before security. He realized he had it on him, had nowhere else that he could take it to because he was driven to the airport, and it's not like he could just go back to a car to put it in the car. So he was driven to the airport, didn't quite make it to security because he realized he had it on his person. So before he went to security, he went to a bathroom and put it on the upper edge of a stall, and then went back after he'd landed back in Canada at the YVR to check the bathroom stall, and it was still there. But Princess's clothing and your cane are the dangerous stuff. Oh, right. Of course you'd get trouble for the cane. You like getting pretzels at the airport? We have Jappa Dog at ours. At the YVR has Jappa Dog. Oh, that is a topic. I get a lot of passes as having Nexus, but I mean, I'm also super white, so I haven't really been pulled aside other than the time I went to Nevada with your brothers to meet up with your parents when Burning Man was going on. I thankfully, like, myself, I've had a pretty easy time with customs and border control most times, except for, like, not the last time, but the time before that I went out to the East Coast when I was going for PAX, and one border guard was just getting on my case because I travel on a Canadian passport. I am U.S. born. I'm technically a U.S. citizen. But I travel on a Canadian passport because I just have a 10-year Canadian passport, and I'm like, why do I need 2 passports? I get to the border guy, and he's all like, where's your U.S. passport? And I'm like, I don't have a U.S. passport. I only have a Canadian passport. Oh, you mean he hoped it would be there when after he returned? Yes, he'd hoped. He knew it might not be there, but he'd hoped. Dana, you looked at
Let's go gambling!
Across TSA, but you travel, you don't want to deal with the TSA? Oh gosh, we're betting again. Got a bomb check when I was 17 flying out to Vegas where your mom was living at the time. Dude opened the bag, looked at the Xbox, still swabbed the bag. My Switch gets swabbed pretty regularly. Oh, dang it. No, so this is a betting pool. You can call heads or tails, and then who claimed it? L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. When the timer is up, you can actually flip the coin to figure out if it's going to be heads or tails. Yeah, this guy was like, "Where's your U.S. passport?" And I'm like, "I don't have a U.S. passport." And he's like, "Oh well, according to like section this point this subsection this appendix this." Like he quoted me, I swear, like 6 sections deep. Um, he's like, all U.S. citizens entering the U.S. must show a U.S. passport. And I was like, oh. Interesting. I've never known. He's like, yeah, well, this has been in the rule book for decades. I'm like, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of this fact. I looked it up later, and it turns out because I'm technically a U.S. citizen, he couldn't have denied me entry into the country anyway. He just could have really, really, really delayed my flight. Oh man, I saw this. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So yeah, I don't know what was the deal with this guy. He wanted to make things particularly difficult that day, I suppose. I didn't miss my flight, thankfully, but it was like I've never had this trouble in all of my years of traveling on a Canadian passport. And I'm like, why? I'm not a person of particular note. Nobody gets anything out of this. Power, typical security card. Yeah, it was weird because yeah, I was a little bit worried because I was like, well, I'm not actually done my leg of travel yet. I still have to go through a couple places. And I was looking, I'm like, do I really need a U.S. passport? And yeah, I looked online and stuff and some anecdotal stories from people, and they're like, yeah, they could hold you up and such, but technically, as a U.S. citizen, could not bar me from entering the country. They could just, yeah, a person could just super, super delay my flight and make life a ginormous headache for me. But it was weird. I've not had any trouble since, and I've crossed the border a few times since going to PAX. I never had any trouble in the past, and I haven't had any trouble since so far. It was weird. It was very weird. As I found out, actually, technically, Canada has the same rule. Canada's was implemented much more recently, though. And same case, I don't know if they would actually stop you. Or could stop you, because I've definitely I have another very interesting passport story. That is, I had to mail some stuff out as a return, and I mailed it in the U.S. and I accidentally dropped my passport in the box as I was sealing it up on the U.S. side, because I'd gotten to the shipping place and then sealed it up because customs wanted to see, or the border wanted to see what I was bringing over. Accidentally sealed my passport in the box, couldn't find it anywhere, had to get back into Canada. Explained exactly what happened and showed them everything else I had as proof of Canadian citizenship, and they let me back in the country. And then I got an email a little bit later from the place that I did the return to, and they're like, we have a thing here. You want this back? I was like, yes, please. Same reason why TSA makes you take off your mobility aid for extra testing, then got mad when you tried to put it back on before walking away. But, like, you need that. I guess, Maddie, how recently was that? Because they have the weird funky machine now that you stand in it with your legs spread and your arms kind of up above your head, and this big machine goes whoop and like X-ray 360 scans you. Princeps, jacket, vest, shirt, 3 belts, gloves, 6 wristbands, a mound of jewelry, wallet, chain, jeans, boots, as well as everything that was in your pockets, turned into a 45-minute security check. Oh my gosh. I'm well traveled enough with airports that I wear incredibly simple clothing when I go to the airport, like t-shirt and jeans, or sometimes even like a slightly tighter fitting shirt, just so there's like it sounds kind of weird, but like in a sense, so there's like nothing left to the imagination. Not that it's like really skimpy, but it's just like it's fitted so much that it's like hard to hide anything. You're in the middle of a 720 person travel group. Oh my god. Before betting results, I officially have 6.9K computer chips. Right before COVID. Oh, okay. But yeah. I still, like... It's interesting because I've had a few airports now where they're like, oh no, don't worry about taking off your shoes. They don't... It's not too many of them, but there's definitely a few. Okay, Requiem, do something for me. Type exclamation point flip. It will flip the coin, and I'll pull the result. What do we got? Tails this time. Alrighty. It was heads last time. Choose. Oh, it's on the lower bet again, too. Choose outcome. Tails. Complete. Congratulations. Oh, dang it, here. As promised, I will do the free all dang it for those who lost. Where's my sound redeem? There you go.
Aw, dang it.
There you go. Your 20 points, how will you ever recover? Shiro, you're never going to financially recover from this. Jim, you had to go through a 360 scan thing before. It's a little reminder that there's something... It's a little reminder that there's someone sitting back there getting a lot of personal information about you in the moment. I try not to think about that too much. I try not to think about that. It's like, I don't actually know how much they see off of those machines, if they just see a skeleton, or like what degree of like body shape, but I just try not to think about that too much. Dang, you're gonna have to save your 20.2k points. Shiro, do you want to put something in the pond? It's only 8,000 points to put something in the pond. Also, I just realized this song is still playing, isn't it? Back to metric. How long has that song been playing? Too long. You've got 7.3. You're going for a diamond twice. Back to the mines, Corvus says. 20k, not enough. Get more. Here we go. I'll go back to the metric song that was playing before the break. But yeah, I do like traveling though. Airport security is annoying, but I do enjoy traveling. I have this weird, I actually have a weird love of actual airports themselves. I don't like getting stuck in them for 8 hours, because sometimes that happens. I get stuck in an airport for way too long, and it's just, I'm bored as all hell. But it happened more times to me than I feel like it should, but it has happened. But there's something about the hustle and bustle of airports I actually really like. Have fun with the tower, you're going to sleep? Okay, have a good night, Santa. Time is it? A little bit more time. I'm going to go a smidge further. Maybe get that next, like, that next, is there, what's the next layer? I don't know, whatever the next layer is. But yeah, have a good night, Xana. Thanks for hanging out. Xana's sleeping time to eat their house. This is true. This is true. Go get that Minecraft leaf. Airports fill you with such dread. I don't blame you. Like, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of gates. The TSA sometimes just make things harder than they need to. I can definitely understand why you could be filled with dread from that sort of thing. But there is, I've traveled enough, I find there is something, I think it's because of the excitement of it means I'm going somewhere, that I quite like airports. You like sitting down and people watching while having a coffee, waiting for your flight. Yeah, that's always nice too, is just to see what people get up to and stuff like that. Mind you, the last several flights I've been on have been like red-eye flights, because I'm one of those types who like, I don't like flying on a normal type of day because I feel like I waste the whole day and then I get into my destination too late to do much of anything, so I usually catch a red-eye, which is like basically an overnight flight, and then get into my destination at like middle of the morning or middle of the afternoon, do stuff, and then crash, and then I don't have to deal with jet lag because I've stayed up way too long. It's a little stressful just like when I drive to the airport. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Trying to find parking and stuff like that at the airport, even just to drop a person off, is like, oh my god, there's cars everywhere. There's cars behind me. There's cars in front of me. Is this guy leaving? Nope, he's not. Am I blocking anybody? Maybe. No. Your parents are travel agents, so you're used to just being in places like airports or docks and cruises and stuff. Oh, neat. I guess you get like discounts on that sort of thing then as travel agents? But they would get discounts on that sort of thing as travel agents? I've thought about working for an airline, because I like to travel, and flights are so expensive, and I've thought about working for an airline just to try to get, like, flight discounts. But it also sounds like the system for getting enough work and the seniority basis is, like, a little bit of a pain in the ass. Either picking them up or actually going on the trip. Oh, okay. They do, and if they're part of a group, the entire group gets their discount. Oh, the entire group gets their discount. Oh, that's killer. Yeah, I have a friend whose partner works for an airline, and they have, I think, like a fixed number of discount codes per year that they can use to get 15% off of a flight. So sometimes I'll hit that person up and be like, "Hey, do you still have, or does your partner still have outstanding codes that they haven't used yet? Because I don't think they can carry them over. They just expire." And I'm like, "If you do, can I have one?" But no, I haven't done as much traveling as I would like in recent years. But I do love doing it. You go in there, and you go in there, and I just realized I didn't actually check the direction on these before I put them in, so I'm gonna have to hope I got lucky. Actually, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. That's nice. I wonder. I've never actually looked into. Requiem, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I've never actually looked into travel agent as a job. Cause like I was looking for different work for a little bit, and like realtor and stuff like that was stuff I was looking at. But I never actually looked at the idea of travel agent. Could be fun. Oh damn, it's bedtime for you. Gonna follow if you head out though. Thank you. Enjoy the tower. Thanks. Pays well depending on how much work you want to do. Is it like commission based? I won't. I'll try not to keep you too long. But is it like a commission based dealio? Like the more you can sell, the better your cut is, on top of a base wage. Your parents are workaholics, so they make a lot of con. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, akin to realtors then. Okay, but yeah, have a good night. Thanks for coming into the raid. I probably won't be going for too much longer myself. Still gotta eat dinner and stuff. I was stuffing some toast in my face, but I do actually have to like eat dinner for realsies. We'll get this put in. Let's see what's my next step after this. That goes in. See, I might put that in. I might put the next layer of the tower in, and then call it from there. They hustle even when actively on a cruise. I think the last trip they booked with 3 other people on cruise. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But yeah, have a good one. See you around. Oh, so what is that? That puts it at 394 for follows. I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. I'm a little bit chomping at the bit at the fact that it's only 4 follows off from 400 because my streaming anniversary is like less than a month from now, and a part of me is like, can I hit 400 before then? It'd be cool to hit 400 before then. I don't want to get my hopes too high up though. Especially because like the numbers rise and dip like all the time. A little bit of it being that like bots are a thing, and I'm sure there's a few accounts following that are bot accounts, but I think that's the case for everybody to some degree. Or if somebody gets suspended or something, it drops the follow too. So number go up, number go down. It happens to everybody, but I'm like 400, 400 maybe like 2 weeks. Hard to say. I can hope, but yeah. Yeah, man. "404 followers." Okay, yeah, that I've put my follow goal. On the page. I had it at 400 for a while, and then I updated it. I'm like, no, wait a second. Why is it 400? It should be 404, cause computer joke. But I am kind of just hoping, even for Streamiversary, that I hit 400. You have almost 8 times the followers I have. Corvus, you just started. You just started. You'll get there. You'll get there. But it is crazy to think, isn't it? It is crazy to think, considering how many times like we've tried in the past. Corvus and I have a history of doing recordings and some streaming stuff and things like that. So we tried it when we were younger and stuff too, and it didn't really go anywhere in the nicest way possible to us. It didn't really go anywhere. I'm proud of you. Aw, thank you. But you hit your affiliate super fast too. I'm also very proud of you. Your game show was good. You got your affiliate thing out of the way. You're trucking. It's going. When you romance me, I struggle so hard to make a computer programming joke. But I'm not. Wait. Romance meme? Oh, that one. That romance meme. Not that savvy. It's okay. Which is kind of funny, Princess, isn't it? Because you also have like an AIOC that you as your main OC. That is kind of the funny thing for me too. Is for as much as I use all this computer stuff, I'm not even like I don't trust myself to build a computer, for instance. I can do computer parts and I'm like, somebody else put this together for me, please. I feel like I'm gonna muck something up, even though I probably could do it. You had help though? I had help, kind of. I made friends within the VTuber community and stuff before I actually like decided to officially go it myself. So I also already started with like a basis of people. Or at least some like familiar faces and stuff, you know? With urgings from some VTubers and a little bit of peer pressure. No, I have to admit though, it's kind of funny because I have been at this for almost a year. Shiro, like, I'll be honest, do it you won't. Totally get the anxiety with that too. I always need help wiring a motherboard. Do it you won't. Evidently I did in the end, but I have to admit, I still kind of have that feeling sometimes. I don't know if it ever goes away, because I've talked to other people. I don't know if it ever goes away. I still have that feeling sometimes that I don't quite belong in particular spaces. Like even the art family thing. All of you within the art family have been absolutely nothing but welcoming. And no one, okay, kind of one person, kind of, but otherwise no one has judged me in any degree whatsoever for the fact that I'm not running a full live 2D model. But there's always that little bit of a feeling in the back of my mind that I'm like, you don't really belong here. You don't match the rest of them. But at the same time, I don't think that feeling, talking to other people, I don't think that feeling ever really goes away. People will still have the imposter syndrome and be like, man, I don't deserve to run in. If it's not like this one particular circle of people, it's another circle of people. They're like, yeah, I feel like I don't belong here. Must go, boyfriend's gonna massage gun your back. Ooh, enjoy. Have a good night, Sassy. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to see you. Nothing wrong at all with PNG tubing. Oh, I know. For most people, I actually will not say all. Most people perfectly fine with the PNG tuber thing. They don't see it any different. They're like, VTuber is VTuber, whether you're PNG, VRoid, or Live 2D. There's definitely some people, though, who are like, you don't count unless you're running a tracked model. They're few and far between, thankfully. I've only had run-ins with like a couple of them. I've been doing this for closer to 3 years, and even I feel like I'm an outsider looking in. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a feeling that feeling, like, never goes away. It's not even just within VTubing. You see that with actors and stuff all the time. People are like, yeah, they're doing something on a crazy world stage, see somebody else who's even bigger than them, and they're like, oh my god. The imposter syndrome just hits them, and they're like, do I even deserve to be here? They could be a household name, and they're still thinking, do I deserve to be here? Yeah, it's like I will admit I have sometimes I have in the past hesitated in using the term art sibling because I'm like, do I really count? I still haven't made the decision yet if I'm gonna, like, I feel like inevitably I'll go live 2D at some point. Or 3D, because I have just enough times where I, like, gesture at things with my hands that nobody can see. Oh, I totally did crack the tip of my X-Acto knife on one of these. Oopsies. It's okay. Oh wait, I still need this. Recently encountered a horror game though where a VTuber clicks a shady link in their chat and it turns off their model, revealing their face for all their viewers, and she starts getting stalked, and I'd rather Just avoid using camera. Wait. Okay, wait. But wait. That is what happens within the horror game? Is that the horror game's character is a VTuber who gets, like, face revealed? Right? That's what happens in the game. Okay. I'm curious, what game is that? Is it the one that's, like, called Parasocial or something? It's Parasocial. Okay, gotcha. I know another friend that was playing it before. I didn't know that it had a scene like that. It's kind of funny because one of the other ones I've been looking at that's got a VTuber thematic is Needy Streamer Overload. I think I have it on my wish list. I've not bought it yet, though. I kind of waiting for it to go on sale and for a time where I'll actually have a window of time to play it, or if it goes on particularly good sale, then I might just get it. But yeah, Needy Streamer Overload is one I've been looking at. Parasocial I've heard about. I think Nyanko played it, if I remember correctly. Not heard of it? It's no wait, it's not quite a Jiffany thing. But yeah, you play as well, like as a what is the character's name? I can't remember what the character's name is, but her stream name is like Kawaii Angel or something like that. It gives a little bit of a Gravity Falls Jiffany vibe sometimes. The creator of Parasocial made another game before called The Closing Shift that's super creepy. Needy Streamer Overload? Yeah, that one. It's on my wish list. I've been curious to play it. The Closing Shift. I think I've heard about that one. I've not seen anything of it, but I think I've heard of that one. It's a first-person barista simulator. Oh, interesting. With horror. Is the horror that the espresso machine stops working and it's rush hour. Or rush time. No, I have nothing against horror games. The horror genre in general is just one of those genres I don't seek out a lot of stuff in. I like a lot of psychological horror thriller stuff, that most of it that I've seen, but yeah, for some reason, it's a genre I've just never super sought out. You think it also deals with stalking? Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You have a list of spooky games you want to play through October, November? Hey, it's the time to do so. I may be like a little too lax sometimes. Like I don't like use my name really flippantly and stuff like that. I know there are some people who they'll drop their name. They're at that point they're comfortable enough to drop their name. I don't exactly like go about giving my name out. But I also I know a few people who are super careful about letting their face show. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I might be too flippant about things, but maybe I'm just too trusting of the world. I'd end at Halloween, but you need to struggle. I'd end at Halloween, but I need to struggle as the holiday news titans. I've already got people posting Christmas music. Someone else is saying that Christmas music started playing, I think, at a supermarket or a department store they went to, and I'm like, oh god, it's not even October yet. Why is Mariah Carey here? It's too soon. Oh, did I miss this edge? I missed that edge. No, be gone, Michael Bublé. God, Michael Bublé really is also just highly associated with Christmas now, isn't he? Which is funny because when I think of Michael Bublé, I don't think of Christmas music. I think very specifically of Save the Last Dance. Mariah Carey is still like my Christmas signal person. She is for probably most people. But yeah, I guess Michael Bublé, homeboy Michael Bublé. Also, the Canadian signifier of Christmas be coming. Back in your cave. I do like the fact that Mariah Carey leans into the Christmas thing, though. I think it's super funny. I saw like this GIF the other day that was like, "Gotta go. Have a good night, everyone." Yeah, have a good night, Corvus. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of the night. Oopsies. Yeah, I remember seeing this one GIF of Mariah Carey with like, there was like 3 jack-o'-lanterns or something, and they said, "It's not time." Hey, hey, V. Dude, I was thinking of coming out to you. Starside ahoy! How's it going, everybody? How was Fallout? It's good to see you. And Movie Cowboy, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, what's that put me at? 95? I only need 5 more? Oh, I want to... You have no idea how much I kind of really want to hit 400 before like my stream anniversary hits. Anyway, how's it going? For those of you, okay, I know several of your names. For anyone else who may not like know who I am, my name is L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. I'm a variety VTuber. I do a little bit of a mix of gaming and crafting things. I am presently working on an Eiffel Tower, like wooden model thingy. Didn't realize I wasn't following. Oh, text, it's okay. Everybody at one point or another in their life does the so-called follow of shame. It's fine. I would never hold that against anybody. But yeah, V, how was Fallout? How much do you have left to go in that thing? You're sitting on a little tomato pincushion holder? It's so cute. Thank you. You should see my gaming screen. I said I have a gigantic controller in my lap, and I sit on a stack of VHS tapes. But yeah, today... Is that Weird Al? It is totally Weird Al. Today is a crafting day. I gotta figure out if I'm looking at things the right way. Where do you go? This whole thing is like these string lights and stuff. Am I looking? Okay, yeah. You totally just feed through here. Kind of fumbled around in Fallout London tonight. Also had back-to-back awkward happenings, including a moment of misunderstanding our companion's intent for friendship as romance. We had to pivot back to cardboard manufacturing to What? Okay, hang on a second. I don't know if you're using slang that is like showing my age. What do you mean you had to pivot back to cardboard manufacturing? Do you literally mean cardboard manufacturing? Like there's a cardboard factory you had to go back to? Because like, what were you trying to do last time? Like last week? You were trying to get into the Tower of London? Pulling the pregnancy card this early? Wait, is that what that means? Cardboard No, that's not what that means, is it? Cardboard manufacturing? Is that allude to pregnancy because of like pregnancy tests? Sending a meme? Okay. Hang on a second. I might as well just like throw this into the... Save that. Okay, we're gonna collectively see what this meme is about. This is Chrome. Add. Source. Image. Sure. Browse my downloads. I saw it's a SpongeBob thing. What is this? When meeting new people, remember to keep it light and casual. Use our conversation starters if you get in trouble. Light and casual, got it. I'm going into labor. Oh, that's why he's pulling the pregnancy card this early. If he U-turns the topic back to cardboard manufacturing, we might clash this. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the hell? Twitch, you're not trying to run ads on me, are you? You shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure I turned that off. No, they're not scheduled. Okay, it's just being weird. It was so awkward. So, what was happening? What made you, what were they saying that made you think it was like a romantic interest? Were they just coming on like way too hard? That might be terrible phrasing for this too. Also, were they human? Were they radioactive? Were they a ghoul? Is this piece going to go on without me having to cringe at the fact that it has to snap into spot? Oh, this one is not going to be happy going in, is it? I'll explain later. Okay, sounds good. Oh my gosh. Are you still, like, do you know how much you've got left? I have a terrible sense of how far you're in that game or how much of that game you've got left to go. Mind you, I've never really played a Fallout game proper myself, so that probably attributes to it. My God, I need to change my lighting a little bit. Come here. Ooh, Eiffel Tower. Okay, you go in there. We're broken. Oh, but yeah, V, if you gotta, because what you went about 3-ish hours as well. If you gotta go eat or shower or whatever, the usual, don't let me keep you too long because you know how I am. I could just talk forever. Shiro's got a song request. You could rush the end, but it's a proper Fallout game. You could spend the next 12 hours stream doing side content. Armor finished the game at level 56. You're only level 18. Oh my gosh, okay. Are you still working on your little, like, cute Thulus that you have to collect? And, like, your Doctor Who side thing? Shiro, what is this? Eva... EVAPOTRANSPIRATION. Okay, Chris Christodolo. Okay, after Weird Al is done, because we're not going to interrupt Weird Al. And then I'll play. Oh, it's a Risk of Rain song. Gotcha. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Oh, please. There we go. And this one. Oh, you're level 18 and armor finished at level 56. Okay, so you could still have a fair bit of time to go. You want to see a tower light up? What I've got so far? Where's my button? Where's my plug-in? Over here. This thing it's what these little spiggity bits are sticking out of it. It's lights. It says like Paris down at the bottom. I am probably by next stream gonna have to like change my camera angle because this thing is getting tall. Too tall. You change modes. Come on. See? It blink. Just akin to as the Eiffel Tower in real life does. Not quite as like as crazy as the real Eiffel Tower does, but it blink and do the fade. I've never seen the actual Eiffel Tower do the fade. It just blinks like mad at 10 o'clock every night. Okay, that's good. Top piece is like secure. Okay, cool. I will unplug you before I do something by accident. Ooh. That's done. Maybe this bit? Oh. I am going to hate putting this on, aren't I? The 10, 11, 13, and 12. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Well, I suppose as long as you're still enjoying it. Beats Fallout 4, right? For everything I've heard about how bad Fallout 4 was. Or maybe not. Was Fallout 4 actually bad, or was it just not as good as the other Fallouts? Does it suffer from the Stormblood problem, where it's like Stormblood wasn't bad, it just wasn't as good as the other ones? One of the worst Fallouts out there. Oof, that's rough. Move the lighting back over it here. Ish. So I don't cast my own shadow. Oh, come on, lamp. Play nice, would you? Oh, that bad, huh? I just know my brother is like was so upset by how it ended because he's like, yeah, in the end nothing mattered. Kind of dealio. There we go. I should probably get a sharper one of these. Where's the other two pieces I need? 10, 11, 12. Oh, they are all here. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's all good. Gameplay-wise, it's fine, but you play Fallout for exploration story, and the story for it was awful. Yeah, so I've heard. Like, I guess, because you played 4, and now you're playing the 4 mod, how do you feel the exploration was in the original game versus what this studio? Is it a whole studio that did the London mod? How do you feel it is even just for exploration compared to the game that it's put on top of? Group? Group. Okay, 1000% better. Man. guess I can go back to the other... Oh wait, still going? Still going. Oh, okay, it's about a 5-minute song. That's not so bad. Okay, group. Actually, no, I'll start with 10 so I don't lose my spot. Maybe. We took your Fallout and made it better. Gonna have dinner? Okay, sounds good. I'll have a good dinner. I'll catch you around. That's also because Fallout 4 is a testing ground for features that would show up in 76. Ah, okay. Thanks again for the raid. Okay, I think I'll put these little rampart bits on. What time are we? Yeah, I'll put the little rampart bits on. Man, I have to think of a different target now. Ugh, I worry because these are such thin pieces. I worry I'm gonna like break. I've not broken anything yet. I've had a couple moments that are a little dicey there because of how tight the pieces fit together. But I'm generally a pretty delicate touch. Hopefully won't ruin anything. Cry if I do. No, if I do, super glue to the rescue, most definitely. Or wood glue. Probably super glue, because I'm impatient. Neat. Okay. Back to other playlist again. There we go. Now I guess it must have been a passion project for a while, though, to build a whole nother game on top of that game. I'm glad it's been well received, though. Okay, this was piece 10. Piece 10... Does it matter? I'm gonna assume everything is oriented forward, so piece 10 should be the back half side. Oh wait, one more burr. One here. It's funny though, I keep picking these stream times on certain days without checking what the weather is going to be like, and then being like, oh no, the weather is not what I thought it was going to be. We are going into fall here now, but it's like, still surprised, like very sunny today, surprisingly muggy. Surprisingly muggy. I think this is the back. You go in there. Oh, no, wait, there's another burr. There's so many. I keep missing them. Also, for those of you who like haven't been here before, expect musical whiplash on my playlist a little bit. People may describe me as comfy cozy, but my musical playlist definitely jumps around. We can have like Flow, which is a really nice, calm, sometimes tear-inducing song, and then next thing you know, Billy Talent starts playing. But it makes for interesting variety. Or the fun like nostalgia blast, because I have some stuff from like older TV shows and things, and people are like, oh my god, I remember watching that as a kid. There we go, 10. I should also probably put my X-Acto blades away, but I haven't hurt myself yet. Yet. I feel like inevitably, one of these days, I cut myself on stream by accident. Because, like, how many times can I keep using these with no incident? Okay, 11. We'll go over there. Come here, you. Admittedly, building this does make me want to... I haven't really been off the continent in a while. Been to other places on the continent, but I used to travel a lot more pre-COVID. Like, kind of like an every other year my brother and I would go somewhere. Like we did France, we did the UK, we went to Spain, stuff like that. I think it's part of why this model is actually a gift from him. I think partially because we did France together when we were younger. It's kind of the trade-off because of the whole family business thing is sometimes like my parents would usually go together somewhere and then my brother and I would go together somewhere, so somebody would be home all the time in order to help take care of business. At least when my brother and I were older. It's not like we were jetting around together as teenagers. Like, at least when we were both legal adults. I do miss it though. I do miss it. It's food. I really like it's different foods that I miss eating. And like interesting architecture, totally different from what we have in North America. That's good. Okay. Number 11. What's the right side? There's like the slightest difference in these because of the cut markings on them. I don't think the camera would even pick it up, but my eyes are sharp enough that they will. This way. Cool story. We had good times. We had good times. Some of the Euro trips actually were for a double purpose. Was one part vacation, one part we a couple of years that we went, we attended. We were vendors at a convention in Germany. So we'd almost like essentially pay our trip off by selling enough stuff at those conventions. There. You gotta come on. Come on. What are you? Scrap? Scrap. Garbage. This is number 12. Sits to the front edge. But no, we had some fun stories come out of that. Like the time I accidentally stole a bushel of apples from or bag of apples from a Tesco. We'd had our hotel in London. We're looking for food, and Tesco is kind of just like a convenience store there, and they were open relatively late, I think, which is why we like took a light rail to get there to get food. Just like some stuff to eat that night and a little bit of stuff for other nights and things to pack around in the morning and stuff like that. And yeah, I've technically stolen apples from the UK. I'm sure there's a warrant out for my arrest. We went up to pay for everything else, and I just totally forgot that I was holding like this bag of them, like a bag of 6 of them. And we walked out and we got back on the light rail and sat down on the light rail, put the apples in my lap, and was like, oh, shoot. And I did have that thought, I'm like, should I go back? Should I go back and pay for these? But I think, like, one, the store would have just been closing, and 2, we would have had to, like, get off at the stop, go back in the other direction, buy another pair of tickets in order to go back to the Tesco and then back on the light rail. It's like, no, it's okay. I'm hopefully not going to end up in the ICC, the International Criminal Court, for having accidentally stolen 6 apples. Who knows? I could go back to that Tesco. My face could be plastered on the wall. Don't let this person in. And then I remember, like, we had this really creepy, like, French... I think it was the same hotel, too. Or was it in Paris? No, I think it was in Paris. I remember having this really creepy French, like, front desk guy who was trying to talk to me just a little bit too much and wanted to, like, add me on social media and stuff like that. Oh, he was weird. I had to see him too many times because we were at that hotel for, like, a whole week. I got to a point, I think I just had my brother, like, accompany me every time I had to leave the hotel, pretty much. Or, like, anytime I'd be seen around the front desk. Just in case. Just to get this guy to stop talking to me. Okay, one more piece. Yeah, I think I actually did add that guy on social media just to get him off my back, and then like very, very, very promptly blocked him. Cause yeah, he gave me the heebie-jeebies. And I didn't want to cause a scene at like 2 in the morning of the hotel lobby. It wasn't a very big hotel either. Oh, I can almost feel the wood bending under my fingers. Should be okay. That's good. I've been debating as well on this set because like all the pieces are dark brown because of the laser. I assume because of the laser cutting has like burned the wood enough to make it the dark brown. Sanding it does take it down. I've debated whether or not I should weather like all of the edges to make it really consistent looking. I don't know. I haven't been, except for the letters on the word Paris. I maybe should have on some of the other edges. I guess I could go back and do it just to like have it all have a nice kind of uniform look. But a lot of the pieces are already attached, so it might be an after project. I put like a little bit of extra elbow grease into it just to neaten it all up. It's just another one of those things where nobody else will really care that I didn't do it, but I'll know I didn't do it, and I might care that I didn't do it. Okay, there we go. It's your correct direction. It's this way. Okay. Little rampart bits on. Alrighty, it's not bad. It's not bad. The tower is coming together. I'm still technically on step 2. So, like, we're here. There's all of this to do. All of the second half of the page. Step 3, and then... Is it just step 3? Was there a step 4? I think it's on another page. I still think step 4 is on another page. But it's coming along. There's a base. It says Paris now. It lights up. I can't complain too much. Okay, let me see. Finding raid target. Actually, I know one person I should check like, almost immediately if they're still alive. Ah, she is still alive. Okay. Cherry has been going, 5.5-ish hours. They're still going though. Okay. I know where we're gonna go. Wild Cherry Bun is doing like a little, I think technically not a subathon by name, a donathon, I suppose. Cherry, unfortunately was let go of their job due to health circumstances, unfortunately. But yeah, Monster Hunter. Cherry's playing Monster Hunter right now. So, I think we'll head out to them. We'll go say hi. I will plug the usual. There's Twitter, Discord for anybody who's like, nope, I can't spell Discord. I can spell. For anyone who's like not part of those and want to join. I'm moderately active on Twitter. I'm much more active on Discord. For like, it's a pretty busy place in there. People message. It's nice. I reply maybe a little too fast sometimes. Okay. Oh, good. My robot still has his sub. 2 versions of the raid message there that you can, if you have access to my emails, or if you don't, you can use the second one, or you can sub your own. For the rest of this week, I am looking at, I have Spirit Fair on Friday at 6 Pacific. Getting close to the end of that game. I feel like it might only be like 2 sessions left in there. And then Cult of the Lamb on the Sunday at noon. Cult of the Lamb has Twitch integration, so if you've not swung by to me playing Cult of the Lamb and don't have a little guy in the cult, in the club, in the camp, You can come join. I do my best to keep people alive and bring like Twitch linked names back whenever I can and like not permanently sacrifice any of them. People have mostly just been dying of old age or getting eaten by other people, which is if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, and it's a little weird it's happened twice. Okay, I won't dilly-dally for too long. Let us go say hello to Cherry. Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, she calls it a donathon. Yeah, I'll go say hello. Hey, maybe help them out a little bit. Get the raid started there. I've got my own message copied. And then yeah, thank you for joining me tonight as I continue to plug away at this little tower. Yeah, we'll have more of this next week, probably on Tuesday again. Tuesday, Wednesday tends to be my crafting days. I'm trying to shift my stuff over to Tuesday, but at least for the winter season. We'll see. I'll have the schedule up on like Discord and Twitter as usual. But yeah, otherwise, Spirit Fair on Friday, Call the Lamb on Sunday. And yeah, thank you again for joining. I hope you guys have a good rest of the night and good like rest of the middle of the week. And hopefully I will see you on Friday. Later.